primary for the Republican Party. He got 20% of the vote. Love that.
Oh, no, that's the when we were talking before. That was one of the things I found in my research, but he didn't want me talking about it.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Cost over 100,000 and only spent 1,500. Love that.
There we are. So in Georgia, so their primaries with the May 19th block. Amanda Hollowell in the 1st district, Case Norton for the 7th district, Caitlin Gagan for the 9th district, Bree Woodson for the 12th district, and Everton Blair for the Georgia's 13th district, who coincidentally, that was the seat held by 80-year-old David Scott, who just died and dropped dead on April 22nd.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
That's now an open
So that's
seat.
now an open seat. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yep. And this is why I'm mean to it's not that I hate old people. It's look, I want you to retire, spend time with your friends and family, get the fuck out of Congress. Because now the 13th district and in every district, because again, there's been five U.S. House members that have died during the tenure of the 119th Congress.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them have been Democrats. So we already have a small margin to stop the fascist agenda as it already is. And if you die, that's not helping the resistance.
But with that being said, listen, people know my history. I love old people. I'll stand 10 toes down with them and their right to stay in Congress until they die. So
then we just got to get age limits passed.
No, Mike's history with old people, especially, but rightfully so in these type of positions when they're taking up seats that could actually be for somebody who's really going to be able to do something, be present, right?
Yeah.
That I'm with you on that, Mike. Like go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say go sit your old ass behind it because we're not ageist over here. We don't do that. Mike probably, he'll say
I don't do that.
But are they really?
If you're older than 75 and you're working, I'm ageist too. Like, get the fuck out.
It's
like,
just,
but here's my issue: because are they really there if they're even in Congress? Because I forget the congresswoman's name, but she was missing for several months, and they found her in a nursing home.
Yes,
and then you also have Dianne Feinstein years back who died in office.
Oh my god, I forgot about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that die in office.
You know what? No, she's dead. Let me not.
Ariana, it's perfectly fine. Say it.
You
I'm
see, Mike
say
it.
We're not into censorship and cancel culture. We say what we want to say.
Bro, that picture of her getting wheeled into Congress is grained in my brain. It looked like one of those spirit skeletons. I was like, oh my god, we are so cooked.
The video of Mitch McConnell falling down when somebody asks him a question straight up lives in my head rent free. It is so hilarious.
Those where they're barely able to show up for work, they're barely able to do anything, they're barely able to put sentences together because they're older, they're elderly now, and they have to get help, care, assistance, home health aides.
They need to be in a retirement house, not the House of Representatives.
Yeah. So this one is for this is Oregon, and secular lefty. I'll pull this down here. So you have, just so everybody knows, you have comprehensive breakdowns of these primaries on your YouTube channel. Everybody go subscribe. It's Secular Lefty on YouTube. He releases these not for every single primary because, again, he still has a 9-to-5. This is a passion project, and it takes a lot of time, I'd imagine.
I wish I could do stay in local. California is the next state coming up. I just finished that literally the other night. They have 52 House seats, but hopefully this weekend or early next week, take a look out for that video. But
that's a lot of work. So definitely subscribe to Secular Lefty. Are you on any other social media platforms?
Sure. So Blue Sky is the main one where I do more follow-up work. I am on Twitter, but that was more of a just to get my name on there.
Yeah.
I don't really have much engagement on there.
I don't blame you.
It's disgusting on Twitter. It makes me feel dirty having it. But if you give me a follow and, retweet some things, help the account grow some followers on there, that'd probably be helpful. Just again, it's not for me. It's not about getting my numbers up. It's about getting these candidates' names out there because I put out these infographics. And, if you can't donate at least you can get their name out there and give them some visibility. And that's what these candidates need more than anything, especially when they're grassroots, when they're not taking corporate PAC money, and, you know, they need our help. We always constantly say, you know, we always want to support these leftist candidates, but if we wait till the general election and don't support them in the primary, it's too late. They're not there. They lost.
Yeah, exactly. If you are sick and tired of the Democratic Party not fighting, then you need to actually vote in primaries. Primary turnouts very low.
One more note on that too, and because the other issue is closed primaries.
Right.
Because the other issue on the left, and it's to our left a lot of the times, oh, don't support the Democratic Party, don't be a part of it. Well, you know, for all of us that supported Bernie Sanders in 2016, I live in Pennsylvania. We're a closed primary state. So many people I know, it's just like, oh yeah, I would have loved to vote for Bernie Sanders. Did you vote for him in the primary? No, I'm an independent, or no, I'm not registered. And that argument again carries down to every congressional candidate in every state as well with closed primaries.
Yeah.
So,
well, thanks for the information, though, Nick. I appreciate that. We might bring you back for future primaries whenever there's some big ones coming up, just so you can give us the rundown and whatnot. But thank you so much for coming on and dropping all of this knowledge on us. It's a little overwhelming, but I appreciate you putting it all into like a document with pretty graphics, so that way we could just see it all. That is very helpful, honestly. So thank you.
The graphics are more appealing than the spreadsheet. I definitely.
Although the spreadsheet is helpful too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all again for having me on. It's been great. And
yes, you have a good day, Nick. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh man, I came in late.
That's okay.
So soon, so I'm glad you came, Rebecca. But I thought it's so funny. Kowalski in the chat was like, I miss depressed winter Ariana, who would stay on stream until like 1 a.m. And I'm like, you know what?
Is that what it was?
There's some truth to it. I was depressed and I was not outside. So yes. I will say though, guys, it's election year. I'm in New York City. There's a lot of like election related events that happen literally every night that I'm at. So I am outside, but a lot of the time it's for work. But I'll be here next week with Chris Moss. So
no, we love it. We love it. Booked and busy, honey. Go out there. You're doing something good. So
how's work? I'm seeing the background is changing.
I know you finally finished your all that crap that you had to deal with moving, like the worst thing ever on the planet.
I hate moving. So I'm in a new space. It's bigger. It's just too much echoey. I know you guys can hear it right now. Trying to fill it up, you know, one by one. But I finally got some chairs to be able to sit here. I got my couch, but I got some, you know, some chairs to sit here and try to make it a thing. Am I getting used to it? Absolutely. I'm trying to really figure out the feng shui and do all the things. But work is cute. I don't know if they gon'. It's like, you know, it's hard to really when you have a background in journalism and all they have to do is Google you, and then it's like, you're that. You talk about, will that be problematic for our company? You know, those conversations start happening, but everything is really cool. Like everything is good. God has been good. I'm back. This was really the hold up here, because where was I going to record or those type of things? And so I kind of, you know, I got my little cute chairs, you know, for the table and all that stuff. I just need to make it feel like something. It's cute in here, and
I love the color coordination, because I saw your chair and then there's like the teal pillow or something. Like
yes, no, yes, it really gives
perfect millennial coordination for me.
Wait till y'all see when I'll probably do like a cute little. You guys will really like it in here. I'll do a cute little tour in here, but once I get it together, because right now I'm just trying to figure it out. But yeah, we'll get it together. But it's good to see you, Ariana. I've been seeing you online.
I know. I'm so sorry. I haven't been on the stream, but I promise I'm coming back. It's just a lot. There's a lot happening. I don't know if you guys know about Jack Schlossberg, but he was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, that's the guy with the
John F. Kennedy's only grandson, and he's
okay. That is his grandson.
Yeah, it's his only grandson, and he's running for Congress, and he's
the one that was trying to run for, what was it before? Didn't he try to run for something else before?
I think this is the only time I know he's ran. He spoke at the DNC. He's always been like somewhat politically active, but from what I know, I don't know. I could be wrong though. But we're mutuals. And he did an interview with on a podcast, basically said that he supports, you know, Israel. He would support the funding of the Iron Dome. They have his unequivocal
Pathetic.
support. I messaged him and I was like, I really need you to, because we're mutuals. I was like, I really need you to reconsider this. Did not respond to me. Then crackhead Barney ran into him on the street.
I saw that.
That was a fucking shit show. So now everyone calls him APAC Jack in his
He looks like Danny Tanner from Full House.
I'm looking at him now too. Yeah, he's young.
No, he's young. He's very young. He's like my age.
He's got the Danny Tanner haircut. Like that's the straight from the 90s hairstyle where you just let it grow and you don't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm. You let the little bang just slightly fall on the forehead.
He looks like an old money trust fund baby. Like that's kind of what he looks like. You know what I mean? He looks like the type of guy you see when you go to like the Hamptons. You know what I mean?
He looks like an old man with a young face, like a young old man. I don't know how to describe it, but there's something about his face. Maybe it's because he's a Kennedy. But there's something about his face that is so off-putting. I say that knowing I have a punchable face as well.
I'm leaving this part. I don't co-sign that if you see that, Jack. I just don't like that you like Israel.
Jack, I don't like you because you like Israel and because you're a Kennedy. Fuck you and your whole family, even the good ones. All of you, go away. We don't need you.
No,
we don't need you.
What's fucking crazy? So he was talking to crackhead Barney. Which, by the way, I don't know.
Let me pull up that video, by the way. It's so good.
Yeah, because who is Crackhead Barney? I've been gone. Y'all got to fill me in.
Crackhead Barney is...
Crackhead Barney Dunn blocked me on Instagram, but that's a whole other...
Why?
Thing. I don't even know. She like... Okay, oh, wait. The day that we were coming, that Chris Smalls came from Palestine, that was when the IDF beat the shit out of Chris, right? So a lot of people, like a lot of organizers, we all went to the airport to like welcome him back. And I swear to God, Mike, I'm not joking, Mike and Rebecca, before Chris's mom could even get to him, crackhead Barney ran and had a microphone in his face and was like, Chris, tell me about this. And like, that shit turned me off so bad because I'm like, this man was just in IDF custody. Nobody knew where the fuck he was at for like multiple days. He got beat up. We all knew he got beat up and he was in IDF prison. We didn't know anything else. And like, instead of allowing his mom to run up to him, you're like running up with the camera. And I understand that that's like her shtick. I get it. I understand. It's just like that. I didn't really fuck with that. And I think you could like,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Like I'm very much like if I don't like you, you will know type bitch. Like, and it's not even like I will go off on you. Will just literally look at my face and you'll be like, oh, she's disgusted. Like, and I fear that's just I can't control that. Okay. So, and then afterwards, I don't know. I guess she blocked me. Honestly, I don't know. I just didn't like the way she moved at the airport. I felt like she could have like chilled. You know what I mean? But anyways, what was the point? Oh, okay. So I don't know if Jack lives under a fucking rock. Like, I really don't, because the minute crackhead Barney ran up to him, like strategically, he should have kept moving.
This is the video, by the way.
Please play it.
So,
yeah, fill me in.
I feel like crackhead Barney is doing journalism that nobody in the country is doing. Oh, that's the
person's actually name. That's what they go by. Because I thought that you guys labeled them.
No,
crackhead Barney.
No. This is her name.
Crackhead Barney and friends. Yeah. And it's funny. I understand why Rebecca would be like rubbed the wrong way by that, because that is kind of like let his mom see him first. But listen, low-key, I am a huge fucking fan of her shit because she's so hilarious. I'm so sorry.
She's just sometimes she just does too much. Like you know what I mean? Like she went up to Zoran and she was like, have you fucked black women? And I'm like,
oh.
You know, like it's just at some point, like it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
She also went up to Andrew Cuomo and she's like, Andrew, will you fuck me in the pussy?
Yeah.
He's like,
y'all know my good Christian ears.
I'm sorry, Rebecca.
Yeah, like
she's an acquired taste. She's not for the faint of heart.
I fear not. No. But like,
I just love that she puts politicians in really uncomfortable positions, and I genuinely enjoy that. But let me shut up and press play. I'm sorry.
By her name is Crackhead Barney, and she's truly living it. Like I'm here for it. It's just not.
Yeah,
I would do no. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't either. I don't have the balls to do this.
Yeah.
Why should we vote for you?
We got to get money out of politics. I do not have a super PAC, a corporate PAC, and I don't take money from AI companies. We will never have no kings as long as billionaires can buy elections.
Can you say free Palestine?
What? I'm not going to say.
Why can't you say free Palestine?
Because that's not what we're here for.
So what are we here for? Can you say fuck Israel, Jack?
No way, dude.
Wait, but you just said
Jewish.
Well, fuck Israel. No, do you like Zionism?
We're not talking about that right now.
So what are we talking about? You said no kings. Oh, come on. Okay, Jack, this is where you... So we're trying to get Jack elected, but we could not say free Palestine, and he's a Kennedy. Why should we vote for you?
Oh, it got crazy.
That's
easy going compared to what you guys say that she does. Go ahead.
Yeah.
For Crackhead Barney, that was tame.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems easy going.
Sometimes she'll get on the ground in New York City, which I think is diabolical. And she'll get on the ground and she'll roll on the ground, and I'm like, that's great.
Her whole thing is just to make people uncomfortable, and I think that she succeeds at that. One thing that is so funny is she went on Piers Morgan's show, and I don't even know how to describe that event.
Disgusting, bro. Like
that was my first introduction to her, was on the Piers Morgan show.
She was drinking like milk on Piers Morgan, but she was like putting milk in her mouth, and then it was like and then she would spit it all out, and then it would go all over. And she was wearing these pasties, like her two boobs were out
on the show.
Yes,
on the show,
like milk like coming out of her, and I was like,
it's like absurdist humor to like the highest degree. But it's political, which I think makes it so funny, because for me, the reason why it resonates with me is because politicians are always so rehearsed. They're always using their talking points. They're so prim and proper. But then when you throw like a wrecking ball into the situation and see how they handle it, they usually don't know how to respond. And that to me is what I find so funny, because like our politics is so unserious that I think that she's matching the moment. Like she's as unserious as our politics is, and that's why I find it so funny. I don't know. It depends. Not everything lands.
Okay, so I was gonna say, yeah.
I just like, it's just not like sometimes
it's not your cup of tea.
No, but sometimes I watch her and I legitimately get uncomfortable. Like I literally feel like I wait. We should show her the Piers Morgan clip, because that shit was diabolical. Diabolical.
It reminds me of when people, some of these creators. I'm not saying this is who Crackhead Barney is. I've never seen her content. However, it reminds me of some of the creators who like run up to any of these politicians in the middle of them being with their family. Well, not the ones that be going on vacation when they states is in, turmoil and needing help, but some of the ones that may be running for something and then going up to them and asking them like, do you like to, like, what was that one that the guy did? He said, how did it feel when you effed the little girl or something like that? Like, it just gets uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, where's the actual interview questions? Ask that man why he ain't do X, Y, and Z, like, or whatever the case may be. What are the, you get on there and you're raunchy. It gets crazy. I'm uncomfortable. We're not getting any questions answered, but you do have a viral clip. So
yeah. And that's how people get their names out there. It's just doing crazy shit that nobody else is willing to do. This is I don't know how long. So this is 49 seconds. This is a clip from her Piers Morgan appearance. It's much longer, but it just gives you a sense of how chaotic it was.
No.
Yeah. I wore my diaper today for you, Piers. Do you like it?
Do you want to sit down?
Do you see the damage that Alex did to me? Do you see the damage? Look at my arm.
No, you weren't main Wiley Balls on a Monday, were you?
I was maimed.
No,
my
you weren't.
hand is broken. My neck is broken.
No, it's
my
not.
Legs. Look at my legs. Don't do this to me, Piers. It's too early in the morning, Piers. Piers, it's too early.
Your wig's come off.
Piers, can you say free Palestine for me?
If you don't shut up, I can't give you the answer.
Piers Morgan is beating me up on international TV.
This is one of the most pathetic things I've ever had to endure.
So
Rebecca doing the prayer hands was taking me out. She was like,
it was. See, this is why I can't consume anything. That's not my cup of tea. This other people's cup of tea.
Right.
Thank you.
It's just not mine.
That's why when she blocked me, I was like, whatever. I'm like,
yeah, thanks. Yeah. Again, for me and my, see, people might not like this take. I just feel like sometimes this hits a little bit on stereotypes for Black women in the space for me. And I, you know, so when I'm looking at it, that is insane, but I understand that it could be satire and they're going for the, you know, Dave Chappelle being on crack in the plays and stuff. Okay, whatever. That's the skits, right? For the show, right? But you're going onto platforms that people really sit on to have important conversations. And then you're hitting these stereotypes to me, you know, and again, not my cup of tea. I don't watch it. Don't know the girl, but it, you know, it's not for me. But
yeah, I understand that for sure.
It's a lot. It's a lot to look at. Her in a diaper.
I mean, it's
I don't know.
Like I think I mean, I'm not a Black woman, right? But if putting myself in your shoes, if there was like, you know, an Iranian woman, which by the way, my diaspora has done a lot of goofy shit that I've called them out for on a daily basis. Like there are points in time when like my people do shit and I'm like, absolutely not. Like you're not, this is not a good look. You know what I mean? Like when they go out with Israel flags or like, you know, I'm just like, absolutely not. Like I don't appreciate it. So I totally get where you're coming from. And it's just like, I'm not Black and I feel uncomfortable watching her shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
I understand it just from a different level, like not the racial level, but as the LGBT level. Like when I was watching the movie Bros, I was going through, I was face palming. I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, as a queer man.
I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be clipped by libs of TikTok. They're going to show how we're groomers and we're like promiscuous. Like that was going through my head. So I understand like on that level where it's like when you're in this community, that's a minority community that's demonized, you always are hypersensitive to the way that things are going to be perceived. So I do understand to some extent, like a limited extent.
That's what I'm saying. I get it. There's a lot of people who do the political space. I may not like them. Some people don't like my takes. Some people don't like how I give it up. But when we are doing it in this manner, how can I know it's satire, but this is reaching a level of nobody can take you serious. You agreed to go on Piers Morgan, and I understand like, can you say free Palestine? I get it. I get all those things, but people aren't going to focus on that part of it. They're going to focus on you.
Your
and
tits are flying.
Your titties is out. You dripping milk all down your face. Your wig fell off. You know, no.
Yeah. So and it's very interesting because like I'm in a lot of these spaces with like leftist creators and like I never see her outside of like the events that are very much like outside and like everyone is invited to.
I don't think she's really before there was like a Vice documentary that I watched about her.
I watched that too. She's an outsider for sure.
Yeah, she's not really like, from my understanding, is she doesn't view herself as a political commentator. She just views herself as a comedian first, and the politics are only like tangentially related, but the goal is to basically get a rise out of people. That's like the way that I'm paraphrasing what she said, but like that was the way that she explained it. I think if I'm remembering correctly, her mom was interviewed too and was like, I don't support what she's doing. I don't like that she does this.
Well, she's African. Like I believe she's Nigerian or something.
No,
yeah, she was really upset. Yeah.
And then you're part of the real diaspora. And you know, like that's also, I'm a part of the diaspora. Seeing it gets crazy because then it starts a division because people gonna be like, that's not stereotypical, and that's not how we are out here. It gets weird. It gets in the diaspora wars against the American born ones and the ones from it gets crazy. See, release me. I don't ever want to see that kind of content again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure.
Jack was such a disappointment though, because like, and also it's like and I made a video about this, you know, the irony of I would argue that there's a couple of families, in my opinion, that would be the equivalent to like American royalty, right? I would say like probably the Kardashians, probably the Schwarzeneggers, which by the way, the Schwarzeneggers married into the Kennedys, a couple of them.
Did they really?
Yeah,
really?
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. So one of the actors on the latest season of White Lotus, he's half Kennedy and half Schwarzenegger.
What? I didn't know this.
Yeah. And then the Kennedys. So I think the Schwarzeneggers, Kennedys, and the Kardashians are like the three families that are the most equivalent to like what I would perceive as like a royal American like monarch family, like the equivalent of like the Queen and the King in Britain, right?
And the Trumps too. You got to add them.
Yeah, the Trumps too. And it's like for you to be standing there at a No Kings protest and saying like, no kings, no kings, no kings, we can't have kings as a Kennedy,
right?
And then you're like, oh well, I'm Jewish. First of all, nobody gives a fuck if you're Jewish or not. Like, that wasn't the fucking question. The question was, are you in that specific context, are you a Zionist or not? That's a fundamentalist belief. It has nothing to do with your religion or your ethnic religion, right? But going beyond that, if someone asked me, hey Ari, do you support Al-Qaeda? I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm Muslim, so
right.
You know? No, it's like, okay, sure, I'm Muslim, but do I support extremist fundamentalist ideas? No, right? It's like, and this like conflation. First of all, him having the balls to run for Congress under being a Kennedy, knowing that he's a Kennedy, having all of that clout and all of that institutional support, yapping about no kings, no kings, no kings, and then you're like, oh well, I support Israel, I'm Jewish. Like, go fuck yourself. Honestly, it was like the biggest turnoff for me ever. And now
that's huge.
It's crazy. It's like either you have no self-awareness, you're stupid, or you just don't care. And I think it's all of the above.
I was gonna say it's from that interview that you guys showed. It does give all of the above, but it shows which side the person stands on. I think politically protected, that kind of thing, trying to walk the line without choosing a side, but clearly choosing one. This has nothing to do with. This is like we want to ride for you. We want to make sure that you care about the issues that are a part of what a lot of people in government are doing right now. They have blood on their hands. How are you going to be able to back this? How are you going to be able to support this? Why are you telling us that you do support the ops? Because you got a little bloodline? Like, there's one bad thing. There's a bad thing. Talk about it. Don't be like, well, that's not what I'm here for.
Right.
That doesn't help.
It's like yes or no.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that simple.
Yeah, and his commentary is so outdated on the issue. Like, he's still talking as if there hasn't been a genocide that took place. He's still pretending like this is the early 2020s. Things have changed. And if you can't adapt to the new political reality, you are absolutely not qualified to be in Congress. I don't care if your last name is Kennedy. I don't care if your last name is fucking Trump. It doesn't matter who you are. Fuck off. I'm so sick of these people.
Naturally, they're always going to try to act like that's to deflect or to act like this is brand. What happened? No.
Right.
No.
Playing stupid.
No.
Yeah.
Come on. What we're trying to do really is good for the world. Like, no, the world is great. America's actually good. That has nothing to do with nothing. Sir, do you know what's going on out in these countries where America has infiltrated, murdered folks, in the Middle East? We're talking about this currently going on right now. Are you able to say that those things are happening? Are you able to discuss that? Are you able to say, and they're like, what I do know is that America is a great country. This ain't that.
Read the room.
This is not that. Read the room.
It's exhausting. I feel like the entire Kennedys they think that they're owed a political career because their daddy was assassinated or their uncle was assassinated. We didn't do that. We're not responsible, so we don't get stuck with you. It's not like I don't know. It's just the entitlement that really, really gets to me for these people, where they feel like they deserve to be there because of their lineage, their bloodlines. But it doesn't work that way.
The entitlement with no background. It's like, baby, you is giving Nepo, but baby, you're not giving us nothing to work with. Like, you got the name, you got the little full hairline, but everything else is not giving.
Zero charisma, zero substance. Go get a job like the rest of us.
It's giving the Nepo with entitlement, because it's like, just because like I'm a Kennedy, therefore I'm entitled to X, Y, and Z. And it's like, you know what I mean? And there were people. So when he first got his name was when he got added to Vogue as, I believe he was like a chief editor or something. And then all these, it's so funny. I shit you not, whenever he's having like campaign events in Manhattan, it's all like girls that show up. I'm not even joking. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, if you go on his Instagram, it's like, let me pull it up before I leave, because
even in the interview that he was having with crackhead Barney, the woman comes up and is like taking a picture because is this like the JFK fine grandson? Like, And it
the
didn't
crazy
give
thing is like
that.
he's not. Okay, let me not. But like,
No, he's not. He's not exactly what you're about to say. No. Yeah. So
I mean,
this is where
his granddad's head was splatted before most of us were born.
Oof.
We don't care about you guys. I'm so
It's
sorry,
crazy.
but we don't
But that
care.
made me sad though. But even in a time where people didn't get to experience the fullness of JFK because he was assassinated, the things that we heard about that they stand for, if you're going to go behind the, and be in the family lineage, bring that. Come around with that. And so I think the women who are viewing JFK or a part of family members who loved JFK, they thinking that this is adjacent and it's not given that.
Right.
Yeah.
I sent it into. Okay, before I go, can we talk about how fucked we are with hantavirus and Robert Jr., like his uncle? Because like we're fucked, dog. Like
I actually have some hopium for that. I have some hopium for you.
That's
I don't
crazy.
actually think we're fucked.
That's crazy.
But this is the picture. Yeah, this is.
See what I mean? It's like giving. No, but you gotta scroll. It's like it's giving very much like.
Why do young
they
people
have a
care
crush
about
on-
this guy?
He's a hottie, right? He's what people are like, full head of hair.
People think that he's
young.
attractive. Am I just out of touch with the youth?
Oh, dude, there were
I'm out of
like
touch too, baby.
there were TikTok cams of him like everywhere. Like people were making like to Lana Del Rey music.
Well, I never even heard of this guy until crackhead Barney put him on the map. I don't understand
Let me pull up one of the TikTok traps. I'm sorry, like we have to. We're down this rabbit hole.
I really don't understand this. Are people this desperate?
About this in full.
This is their modern day Jonathan Taylor Thomas. That's my millennial
pretty much.
reference. Do you know who that is, even Ariana? Because you might be too young for Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I kind of have an idea.
I remember when I was a kid, that was all the girls in my class. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
The Bang.
The dude who was on Home Improvement, and he had.
I know who you're talking about.
You remember? Yeah, you're a millennial.
Fine.
You're gonna know.
But this ain't that. This
no.
ain't that.
I'm sorry.
Is that?
Let me find I need to find a good one.
We won't be able to play the music though because it'll get copyright claimed.
Oh no, the music is like the main part. It's like
yeah.
long.
We can play it without the music, even though it won't make the same.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me cook here. Okay, I got it.
I hate the compilations people make of politicians. Can I just say, like, this is a very cringe. Like, never mind. I'm going to shut up because I'm going to be mean.
You got to mute it though, because it's about to be Lana Del Rey.
Whoever drew this, they're very clearly talented, but it's not a flattering picture. He looks like a horse.
There's a lot happening right now. We have to really.
Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, I'm so sorry.
That picture.
I couldn't do any better.
No, that picture is crazy. I see the vision.
I see what they were going for.
I see the vision.
Right.
Nah, dude on The Breakfast Club was fine. If we're talking about the movie, like he's a handsome guy on The Breakfast Club movie. This ain't that. Okay, he's not oogly. He just is not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, his grandfather was fine.
Yes.
He's not.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to.
So this is a compilation of him?
It's like a fan cam.
So there's some moments where it's like,
I hate this shit.
And then it goes to.
What are the comments saying? Or let me just play a little bit. Oh, God. I can't take this. Can we see
there
the
was
comments?
a time in his life there was something going on there. Like, it was like, you were getting somewhere.
I'm sorry. The top comment saying, I'm ready to be a Kennedy. I can take it.
Oh, God.
Oh, why, people? I need him religiously.
Jackie's hair jeans carried. You're actually right because she had a good hairline. They did carry.
This is from 2024. Carry. They were following this random Kennedy. I don't understand
unite America.
Yeah, so his big debut was at the DNC, and then
honestly,
all the girls started flocking over him.
There's just something about dark hair
He looks like
only
Dennis
2 years
Reynolds.
older than me, but I'm from a poor, broken home. We would never work. What
is wrong with
they
people?
in the comments barking,
They're
girl.
barking, dude.
Husband material, forbidden fruit, the dimples. My God. Okay. This
Not
is why I hate
forbidden
America.
fruit. The girls in the comments saying forbidden fruit. We're done. We're done.
We're so cooked as a country.
It's so funny because he's like the most basic looking white boy ever, but it's like, oh, forbidden fruit. Like I fear we have men in the chat that look better than him. Like,
get him in the office right now, bro.
I can't take it. People, America, can we just try to be normal? Just a little bit more normal?
The girls are barking in the chat.
Before I go, please gander me in this, okay? So we're gonna talk about RFK Jr. real quick because listen, I'm not actually worried about hantavirus, but like we're gonna be a little satirical, okay?
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you guys know about RFK Jr. and his lore with dead animals?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys know how he blendered like a mouse in his kitchen and how he had roadkill in his fridge.
Mm-hmm.
He took a whale carcass,
cut off the penis of the raccoon. We all know about this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So hantavirus comes from rodents.
Their droppings.
Oh no, I see where you're going with this.
Or whatever. Tell me why. Okay, first of all, I'm surprised that hantavirus didn't come from RFK Jr. himself, given his affinity with dead animals. But tell me why this motherfucker posted this picture 4 days before hantavirus came out. Dog, this man saw a bird in the airport.
Are you kidding me?
He grabbed it?
Yeah, he just grabbed it. And then he took a picture of it.
Why would he do this?
How was he able to get it? I see birds in the airport.
What? How is this even real?
The bird's like,
he looks like
me and let me take flight, sir, and go on yours. Unhand me right now.
Why?
The bird is devastated.
Oh, this is the person that's gonna be like controlling and leading.
Look at the man on the side.
Pandemic. So like, is that we're definitely not fucked.
The man on the side's like,
Like, I'm not touching this motherfucker. Next pandemic is gonna start right here. Patient 0.
No, y'all, this is crazy.
RFK Jr. is patient 0, like that ass. I don't care what anyone says.
No,
and he also swam in shit water.
The bird is pissed. The bird was taking flight, doing what he got to do. Where did he get his hands? The bird is pissed. I see an angry bird here. I see.
Right.
And I'm not talking
How do you
about
just
RFK.
walk up to a bird and catch it?
Like what?
Did he try to feed it with his mouth? Like a mama?
I don't know, and I don't care. All I know is that this motherfucker is patient 0, and he's going to be the one leading us through hantavirus. We're all dead, babe. Like, we're all dead. All the old people you hate, Mike, they're going to be gone in 6 months.
Did you guys see that somebody had actually predicted this back in 2022? It was an actual Twitter post. I actually went to the post myself. You know, I don't even use Twitter, but I went on there to see if that was real, and it is an actual post from 2022. Somebody said 2020 COVID, and then they put 2026. The hantavirus, and I'm like, who over here predicting the future? Now with everything that's going on, I know too. You know, they're saying that it's not. We shouldn't have to worry about it. It's not a super threat to humans, but we wouldn't know until we get more information. But they said right now it's not likely to be a threat. However, the fact that this thing is real. And a woman, 3 people have already died from it. 8 people, affected. One of the flight attendants was in the hospital or is probably still in the hospital now. And they're watching her because she has symptoms. So just to know that these are the way that these type of diseases spread and they start, but they were on that boat and they released them. They released them, let them get on planes and fly home.
They should have released the cruise ship in Tel Aviv. I would have been game for that.
Yes, and go ahead and spread and do what y'all need to do. Or they could have definitely put them people in a place where they're like, because they were already on that boat for a month.
The boat was promised to Israel 3,000 years ago. It should have docked at Tel Aviv.
Okay, like listen, all of the stuff that first of all, I don't do cruises. I think it's weird. Why are you trying to be on water for this long? It's just, you know, what are you, that's strange to me. But y'all on this cruise, I feel like they could have quarantined them somewhere, checked them out, but they didn't think that it was enough that you released the woman with her husband's body on a plane. The woman makes it to the airport and then she dies at the airport.
Yep.
So yeah, I didn't think that was like a red flag to release everybody and then put them in a possible predicament, because you don't even know how long the incubation period could be, 1 week to 8 weeks. And of course, this is according to the WHO, but we don't even have information coming to us directly where everybody can receive it, because Donald Trump said F the CDC, F everybody who gives the correct information. So we're having to like go on their site or whatever. And the information is coming delayed on mainstream media. So it ain't like it's like breaking news anymore. It's not like it's everywhere where people, you know, and I understand they don't want to cause chaos, but baby, we got to know what's going on. We got to know, are we masking up? Are we doing the things? Like, what does this look like for us? Because I ain't never heard of this. And the fact that it's real and people have already died from it, and you guys aren't sure about the incubation period. The WHO is having to monitor each person, or follow if they can, each person who was on, you know, the cruise, see what flights they took, track that down, see if these people are having any symptoms during this time from now until what the 8-week period, to see what that's like. It's, you know, who is this? Somebody I was walking with in the grocery store? Is it somebody, you know, I was running alongside on the trail? You know, I was sitting next to at a restaurant?
I like to go to raves. So if this thing actually, I'm cooked. If this thing is actually real, I'm just kidding. Honestly, if this thing is real, I'm probably going to go back to winter, Ari, and I'll become a recluse. Y'all,
I remember those days for myself.
Guys, another pandemic with Trump.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're going that route, but that is very scary.
No,
to have to endure that. Yeah.
But to be honest, the havoc that we wreak on the world in general, I'm just like, you know what, America fundamentally as an idea, like we low-key kind of like, I get it. I get karma's doing its thing. I get it. I just really wish it was at least under a democratic leadership where we didn't fire the whole entire CDC and have RFK Jr. as our health guru. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If there was a pandemic under this administration, RFK would tell people to go lick doorknobs to get immunity to all the germs. Like he would dead ass say something like that.
Girl, we gone.
He would start selling.
It'll take us out.
And shit. I mean, this man literally cut the dick off of a raccoon so that he could study it when he went back home after he hit the raccoon. Like what is the conversation here? Like, I'm sorry, the man who literally has a fetish for roadkill is going to lead us through a pandemic that is started by roadkill. Like, I honestly literally
here. We're not serious as a country for these type of, for this type of things to happen. We are, like you were saying, Ariana, we're cooked. Like it's not gonna be something. Baby, we ain't gonna make it.
Marjorie Greene was already talking about how ivermectin is a cure for hantavirus and how the vaccine would be poison.
No,
I swear to God.
Yesterday or some shit.
Yeah. And so you take ivermectin for this, according to her, and the vaccine that they were working on in 2024 is poison. That's how she. I swear to God, I'll pull up the tweet. I swear to God.
They on here playing already, and she already got fired, and now is she on her knees right now? Like, is she really trying to get back into the, because why, ma'am? Didn't you just free yourself, and now you're bringing back rhetoric from that man?
Dog, honestly, yeah, we're super cooked. So I don't know what to say. Everyone get yourself a doctor, significant other. You know what? We're all gonna start. We gotta get down dirty. Everyone go on Hinge and find a doctor and
is it Hinge or is it what was it? I heard that Bumble is the place to find your doctor.
You know, I'm not even on any dating apps.
I'm not on any dating apps. You would never find me and my 35-year-old mind on any dating apps. I'm so sorry. I'll have to go in the streets.
My man will come to me and find me. Okay, I'm not going out.
I can't do it, girl. I can't do it. The dating apps is like literally no. I think I was on there early 2020. Found my man, but not on the dating app. But then went on for a little bit to see what was going on there. Same people. Y'all didn't find nobody. Like, why are you still here? Didn't update their profile, but very active. Like, no, girl, no, they can't find me.
No,
okay, I have the Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet. So this is her page, right?
Sorry, before we go into that, I really have to go.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to say, chat, thank you so much for the supers. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I read all of them. I'm so sorry I can't respond. I know some of you guys asked me questions. I'm super sorry, but I promise you I will go through them. And if you gave me any suggestions, I will take it. I promise. But I love
I'll
you guys
answer them
so
too.
much.
Yeah, take care. It's nice seeing you, Ariana.
The question about Nyack, I have no response to that, and I say that you guys should probably say that too. It's a very convoluted question, so just don't answer that question. Okay. No comment. But yeah, okay. I love you guys so much. I will be back. Also,
take care.
For everyone that wasn't here, Chris Smalls is coming on the stream next week, and I will grab him by his shirt and bring him on here so that
nice.
it doesn't happen.
Please
so
do.
yeah, it's gonna be a good stream. Oh my god, thank you so much for the supers, guys. Thank you so much. I did run into Omega Shenron Dragon too.
In real life?
Yes, in the street randomly.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God, I was walking out of a bar and like someone kind of bumped into me and he looked back and he was like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "No, you're good." And then he looked at me and he was like, "Are you Ariana from Leftist Mafia?" And I was like, "Yeah."
He meant to bump into you, sweetie. Like, I'm gonna get it again.
See me. He did not see me. It was so dark. Like he did not see me. He didn't see me, and it was like almost like a moment of like, "Wait, is that you?" kind of thing. It was really cool. He was so sweet. He offered to walk me to the subway station, but I declined. But thank you. I love.
That's awesome.
We love a man. Anyways, okay, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I'm yapping. Okay.
Bye, girl.
All right, you're good. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye, mama. So this is the tweet.
So she retweeted this supposed doctor saying that ivermectin should work against it. I mean, big community note, of course not. And then she is tweeting about how article from 2024 about hantavirus mRNA vaccine. They manipulate the virus, parentheses, bioweapon, make the vaccine, parentheses, poison, and then make the profits because they own the vast majority of your elected leaders. They call this science. I'll go ahead and say fuck all the way off. Okay.
So she's telling people not to get a vaccine if they create one. Yes. We can't go get vaccinated. But then reposting ivermectin as the choice.
And this is why I was very much against liberals saying don't welcome her to the resistance with open arms because she has not changed. The only thing that's different between 2026 Marjorie Taylor Greene and early 2025 Marjorie Taylor Greene is that Daddy Trump insulted her and turned against her.
Yeah.
She's still the same on every other issue. She still attacks trans kids. She is still extremely racist and Islamophobic. She is a menace. And the fact that people are taking her seriously because she's saying Trump bad, I find it so frustrating. I hate it. Like this is a clown.
Yeah. And here is she's one of those people that I do, just like anybody else who waited until Trump threw them away or until it didn't benefit them anymore after years, 2 terms, like 3 elections. Like now you're coming out after benefiting from Donald Trump all of this time to say Trump used me. And now we're supposed to be like, because I remember the white women were online were like, but hear me out though. She was also hurt by Donald Trump. Like we should receive her. No, baby. The door is, how Nene Leakes said from Atlanta Housewives, the door is closed. The door is closed.
I mean, she was benefiting to the last second. She bought the dip during his first wave of tariffs. She profited heavily from this because he probably gave her inside information so she could profit heavily off of it. I just don't understand why people keep falling for this. And it's the same thing with Tucker Carlson, right? Dude is, for all intents and purposes, a fucking Klan member. Like, he probably has a hood in his closet and the fucking gown. But yet, he said that the Iran war is bad. Okay, well, he was just in Trump's Oval Office applauding him a couple of months ago for kidnapping the president of Venezuela. And now he's against the Iran war, maybe because he thinks it's bad, maybe because he has property in Dubai and he wants the region to be stable and he doesn't like that it destabilized the region. I don't know, but I just feel like you have to, by now, we should all know that these people are hucksters and they're full of shit. Yeah. And to keep falling for it, it's just really frustrating because, like, you could be a Nazi and Democrats, well, not all, but some will be like, welcome to the resistance. But you could be a leftist and they're like, fuck off. Like, it's just.
Yeah. And that's the problem. It's all, to me, problematic. We have to be able to draw the line somewhere and say, you can't come in. You can't. Yeah. What you did was kill off a whole bunch of folks that belong to us, that are good people, that are somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's working parent, or, a working single person, or somebody who needed their medicine. You are responsible for a lot of this. The war that's going on, invading other countries, like applying yourself in this country over there, stealing these people's goods and all these other stuff. Y'all are responsible for this. And now you want to come over to me saying that you were used. You also, before you even got your opportunity to be living on Donald Trump's saggy ball sacks, you literally were somebody who you had a following on Facebook, utilized all those pages and brought together these Klan members, and nationalists, white nationalists, and to disrespect, and I forget which school shooting this was, but children died, and you said that it was a hoax. You got on there and you said that it was hoax. You led that conversation, dirty foot. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'll never forget when she was walking down the street in sandals and all you saw on the bottom of her feet was tar. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, I remember those days, Miss Ma'am, before you were sitting in your big home crying on national news. We remember those days. You led that. So you've always been that way. And there are a lot of other leaders who have always been that way. People, and I'll say it from my side of the tracks. You don't see, the problem is with people too, especially in this space. We don't have real people who dig their feet in the sand and be like, y'all not gonna shake me. I'm not moving. You got people who are like, well, that's Snoop Dogg. Well, that's Nelly. Well, Candace is, she's black and she's getting attacked too. I mean, like, Candace is, the clock is right. What they said, once a day, something like whatever the white folks say. Like, y'all don't like the messenger, but the message is right. And it's like, this person is responsible for a lot of hurtful rhetoric that has spread similar and in style to the man that she talks about every single day, Charlie Kirk, which is very hurtful and brought together people who were willing to do or threatening to do harmful things to Black people, to want to go back to segregation, disrespecting Black women. I can never trust you. I don't care if today you woke up to say that Jesus Christ is good. And yes, he is. You couldn't even say that on that show that you went on. And yes, he's good. But ma'am, I will not trust you. You can't pray for me. You better get out of my way. Like those type of things. You can't sit here and trust these type of people. That is our problem now. White women are just like, well, Marjorie went through such a traumatic time. And because she went through this trauma, maybe we can learn from her and maybe we can, let people in, and we have to have good hearts as human beings. God ain't telling me to do none of that. I just got to stay Black.
So Rebecca, you're telling me that you wouldn't necessarily fall for Russell Brand's sudden pivot to Christianity all of a sudden now that the rape charges come up? Okay, I got to ask you, did you see that clip of him on Piers Morgan where so Pierce asked him, because he was going to court, right? And he had his Bible in hand. And Piers Morgan asked him, what's your favorite verse or something? And 2 minutes, he could not figure out what the verse was.
Performative.
I got to find it for you because
Please find it.
I feel like you would appreciate this more than anyone. It's so fucking funny.
I need to see it because here's what we call performative. These losers, especially on people who are former MAGA or leaning into MAGA or have done something so nasty and wicked, Let God do the thing. My name is not Jesus. I don't got to do nothing for you. I'm going to judge you right up on this earth. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you everything that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a rapist. You're all the things that God don't, he's not respecting that. He may be able to forgive you. Okay, I guess, but not me. I'm here on this earth. I'm going to call you out I'm going to be outside your house.
It's the same thing like Diddy, right? Like they all do this shit. Okay, this is the clip. I'm pretty sure this is the clip in question. So you just, I don't want to give anybody any preface. You just have to watch and see what happens. It's fucking incredible.
Okay, let's watch.
Can I go back to asking you a question about your Bible?
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay. What was your thinking of taking it into court? And what you were seeing, looking at some passages, what were the relevant passages for you?
All right. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. That didn't hurt, did it?
A little bit. It was this from Isaiah. You're right. Bear this
Isaiah.
Be chilled.
Right? Thank you.
Sometimes I lose the chill.
You're so full of shit.
It's pretty.
Not the man who was selling crystals online.
Yes.
Just us talking about that 2 years ago.
I know.
They don't like that, do they, in the old gallery? But
this is so uncomfortable.
Said it's a hired spot.
I'm cringing.
This is from Isaiah.
It's bad. Isaiah.
Now he's trying to find the pronunciation to change on the second star. Oh God, he flipped forward, he flipped backwards. Ain't nothing there because you don't know it. I would have. He doesn't have.
It's the first time he opened it. Yeah, right. It's the first time he's opened it. Clearly.
Oh, he's fumbling. Oh, he's 10 pages. It's Piers.
Pierce is letting him, just giving him the rope to hang himself. It's so fucking hilarious, but it's so uncomfortable. Look at that face. Oh my God.
That camera one, this man don't know.
Oh.
He ain't gotta, y'all. Can we cut to commercial?
The verse that I was looking at that day was not this. I can't actually find the verse that I had that day. But this is good enough.
Oh God.
This is from Isaiah 12.
Oh, I really wish I would hear it because trust me, I can tell when somebody ain't don't know what's going on. You reading Isaiah 12, but do you know what Isaiah 12 says? You're an actor, sir. I would have chosen one on the page, whatever I flipped it to, and read it with power and just made it apply to my situation. So you flipping back and forth for that was a long time. You didn't know. You didn't have the answers.
And he didn't even have the confidence to just pick a random verse, like you said, and then try to interpret it and try to ascribe meaning to it to him, because he very clearly is using this religion.
Absolutely.
So people are going to be more sympathetic towards him.
Absolutely.
And you can just tell, every single person that is actually a Christian, they will tell you a verse like that. John 3:16. They have them memorized because they actually mean something to them. But when it comes to Donald Trump, it was funny. So I went back and I pulled a clip of this on my show when he was running back in 2015, 2016. Somebody asked him because they said that he said he was a Christian, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, or he was asked by the host, what's your favorite Bible verse? And he says, I like all of them. And they're like, well, what's just one that you like? He's like, all of it. They're like, do you like the New Testament, Old Testament? He's like, everything. It's all good. And it's like, bro, if you know, then you know. And he doesn't know.
And if you're going to use it, right, to maybe go, listen, all of the AI is at your hands, right?
Yeah.
Just I have it on my phone. Quickly, get in there. Something if you're going to lie like this and use the Lord's name in vain, because something's going to happen to you for doing so. Maybe it's going to lie on people religion and it's exactly what MAGA has done. If you look at a lot of the pastors, Paula White, who, was praying to an African spirit that one day and started speaking in girl, you don't even like black folks. Why are you calling on African angels? That's very weird and strange. But they do stupid stuff. They start, she started like calling on African angels, and but your party and folks do not. This was years ago. It was
that same lady just compared Trump to Christ a couple of weeks ago.
You see, and mind you, back when I was younger, Paula White was very respected. But I'm like, y'all respecting these people, and even back then, what we know today out loud. back then they used to try to just put it under like the TBN channels and had all the mostly white preachers and stuff, and you had to respect them and all that. No, in today's day and age, I always say there's a lot of spiritual malpractice happening at the pulpit, and not only from the white church, but because MAGA is at the center of it, where they've said that Christianity, a lot of people need to vote MAGA because they are real on the values of Christianity, and that's what America's morals ride on. That's a lie. It's all a lie. Because when you ask these people, about a lot of different issues and where they're finding it in the Bible, where the Lord says X, Y, and Z, but then you challenge them on how they're living their own lives. But you can find where the Lord is saying, you can't do this, and you doing that. You can find that. But all of a sudden they're like, all that other stuff. You can't speak on that. And then you mentioned Diddy. I said this, I called this, we talked about it on the show before he even was,
I remember.
in jail. I'm like, this man has changed his name to Love because he believes that he is God. That's a power thing. That's a weird thing. But then he started aligning himself with the Black church. And that's what happens because a lot of times the Black church is very forgiving, especially to celebrities, but can be very forgiving to a lot of people. And they know that. So when the world turns me away, I'm going to lean into the Black church. And he chose the biggest, most popular Black church, which is the Potter's House. And, Pastor Jake's, and that's one of the biggest churches. TD Jakes.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
And so with that, he leaned in, he made that his mentor, and would be at TD Jakes' house, just all the things. And I said, oh, this man's about to get into some trouble. And would be like, he made like on his album that he dropped, like gospel songs and had like TD Jakes showing up every now and again. And he would be like, when Diddy would go into interviews, he's like, I pray to God, read my Bible again. I had to restart my relationship with the Lord. And it's like, when you saying all that, what have you really done? Because something's coming out. He knew something was coming out.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And so when the same thing Kanye West has done, when everybody denounced him, he knew that the Black church would accept him. And so he leaned into becoming a gospel artist, right? And taking over, winning awards. And then once he got all that stuff, he got that out of his system, and the world loved him again. It became, Kanye, you're not listening to Kanye. Y'all not really listening. Kanye was like, yeah, I got my power back. I'm going out naked with my wife in the streets. I'm going to put swastikas on things. I'm going to go back to the person that, the world denounced, but I just got my forgiveness from the Black church. And then he threw the Black church away and that choir that he created and started doing things that are against Black folks, against LGBTQIA+, against, all marginalized people for real. And that's how quickly we start to accept. And it's not only the Black church, it's once the Black church accepted him and he became popular again, the world did that. And the same thing with Diddy. The world started to be like, well, we don't really know the full story or this and that. No, that's a monster.
Yeah.
That's a monster. That person. Now, it's not my place to say, God forgives. For me, I'm like, God forgives, I don't. I got to work on that maybe in my life, but I'm so sorry. When you are this type of person, we shouldn't align ourselves with evil people. We shouldn't. And then the Bible also says you got to call evil what it is. Evil, right?
Well, it's so exploitative too, because they are trying to they don't care at all about religion. I don't even know what they believe internally. They're probably atheists, right? But they're very clearly using it as like cancellation insurance, just so that way, if everything falls out from them, if the bottom falls out from under them, they at least have like the religious group that will accept them. And that's like their entry point back into society, since, Christianity is so popular in America. But it's also transparent. And I feel like they're so lazy that they don't even bother to try. It's just they say the words Jesus and buzzwords, right? And they think that's enough. But I think that even though like some people fall for it, I feel like the majority can't fall for it. Especially what's crazy is this, you've seen this trend of like billionaires becoming really religious. Like Nicole Shanahan, she was RFK Jr.'s running mate. Yes, he had a running mate for some reason. But she released, I can't remember what it was that she was talking about, but she released this like 2 to 3 minute clip on Twitter of her talking about religion, and it was like some judgy bullshit about the left and whatnot. And it's like, I responded to that with the quote of, a rich person is as likely to get into heaven as a camel through the eye of the needle. The quote.
Come on, you better preach, right?
Because
they don't know it.
How can they? So just at its face, you don't get into the gates of heaven. So why don't you read the Bible that you're fucking espousing? But it's because they don't actually, they genuinely don't believe it. And that's what's so transparent. It's like everybody has to have some type of grift to benefit themselves. And more you just see it with the religiosity where, it's not like using religion to scam people. It's a tale as old as time. But lately in the new social media era, in the Trump era, since people are realizing that they can't survive scandals as good as Donald Trump, they need something else to help them weather the storm. So if they ingratiate themselves with the right, I got canceled too, or religion, a particular group, then that's how they think they're going to be able to get away with it. Like Russell Brand, he thinks he's going to be able to get away with rape.
You can't. I'm so sorry. The Lord doesn't like it. The Lord, y'all sit here and try to make all these excuses. And of course, the Bible has very problematic places. I know that a lot of religions have, to me, sketchy things, but the God that I serve himself is a forgiving God, but also there are things that he hates. And those, to me, actions are things that he hates. Y'all walk around as evil people. You call evil. You ain't making it to heaven. To me, there's a place for you down there. I'm just saying. Now, is that my business? It ain't mine. I'm worried about my life, but I will not sit here and say that because I am Christian, I should look the other way when people are preaching on their pulpits things that are abusive and dangerous to the rest of the world, the people, your own congregation. People hate when I'm Black, and they hate when I talk about Black preachers. But no, I called out Philip Mitchell, who I did a whole video on it, and a lot of his congregation. He's a big up and coming pastor here for Church 2819. I didn't like that he used his platform to discuss his encounter with a police officer. I'm like, he should have went to therapy for that, because now what he's doing is sitting on people's stage saying that Black boys are disobedient, not that cops deserve, not that cops are literally targeting Black boys, but Black boys are disobedient. Meanwhile, his story was a great example of how cops are targeting Black men and Black boys like you, sir. You did nothing, and the cop turned around and put a gun to your head.
And wait, he spun that as a cops are good story?
Yes. And
how do you spin that as a cops are good story?
Right. I put the whole clip in my essay about it, my video essay about it, only because people would have said it never happened. And it was a lengthy clip. So it was it was there. So it was more than one sentence, two sentences. He really was giving the whole story. And I just saw somebody, again, who was doing spiritual malpractice. Mind you, I was loving his stuff before, but then I said, let me take a pause here. And also when Charlie Kirk had passed away, a lot of the Black preachers that I have associated myself with, or my former pastor who was in a big drama over there at that white Klansman church, Hillsong. And when I was in New York City,
I know that.
That's when he was brand new there, when I was living in New York, and he was my pastor. And he was one of the first people to come out and be like, oh man, Charlie Kirk. But then at the same time, I saw Ty Tribbett and Philip Mitchell and Kirk Franklin and all these other people.
Kirk Franklin too?
A lot of them just came out with, because it was all over a difference of opinion. Come on, y'all. And then I'm thinking to myself, y'all want to, and they all dropped it at the same time, which tells me do they got a group chat that's saying this? What's going on? Everybody came out with the rhetoric of a difference of opinion when the information came out that it was not based off of a difference of opinion when it came to what they were saying, the left and the right, but it was within house. It was all they people. That's how that man done passed away. Y'all need to talk about gun violence, the very gun violence that he was saying that people should be armed, that Black folks, shouldn't be with jobs, that Black women were this and that I think it was Black people should be, was it lynched or something he was going to go around saying, that he was preaching these type of things. And we're talking about Charlie Kirk, mind you, man of God, right? And then you have these people who are that look like us, but Charlie Kirk was speaking against people who look like us. And y'all sat on y'all mics to say,
sad.
No. And we have to, and I'm like, this is problematic. We can't sit here and act like the current administration is not the current administration. We can't sit here and say that this current administration playing God is a Christian act. We cannot say that. The way that they're going into other countries, there is no reason, just because religion is different, that we can look at what's happening in Iran and say that's okay. There's no reason that we can say that the way that America talks about Haiti, that what's happening to the people of Haiti is what they deserve because how they treated their country, when we know it's infiltration from the U.S. that has caused a lot of the turmoil in countries like Haiti, and the Congo and all these other countries that are affected by the US, their habits, their infiltration, those type of things. So those are not godly things. Those are not Christian things. Those are not Christian standards. And no matter what people are trying to come out and say, and people like you were just mentioning, like how Russell Brand is trying to rebrand himself for the 19,000th time, honey. All of this stuff is happening. We have to keep our eyes open, whether you are a believer or not. Like, that ain't godly. That ain't this, that ain't that. Who I like to see is Mamdani. He's a religious person. He practices his religion, but still, when he's making his policies, who's it for? Everybody.
Right.
Everybody has to be okay. Everybody has to be safe. How can what I'm doing benefit the people of New York? Not because of what I believe in. I'm protecting people who look like me, but also the other marginalized communities and the people who have always been real New Yorkers. Everybody needs to benefit and be able to live, breathe. It's not up to me to kill people off or to take away from people. How do I help people? And to me, that is the basis of a good Christian. And these people are not even hitting the mark.
Yeah.
They're not hitting the mark. So.
Yeah. It just, I get so pissed off that people whitewash terrible people for they're looking for reasons to just I guess erase their guilt, because you can concede nobody wanted to have Charlie Kirk or watch Charlie Kirk get murdered, but to say that, oh, well, it was a difference of opinion. Listen, a difference of opinion is like, hey, do you think pineapple belongs on pizza? Not, do you think that the United States should be a white ethno state? That's not like a difference of opinion. That is you not believing that people who aren't white are unhuman or inferior to you. You can't just chalk that up to a mere difference of opinion. And yeah, that's why I hate it. It's really frustrating because you have to be able to discern who is using you and exploiting you. And they do it so often. Like with even Donald Trump does it as well. We talked about him, but I'm reminded again of there's a clip where I don't remember if he was talking about the prayer breakfast, but he was like 2 Corinthians or some shit.
It was so bad. It was a moment where, he said it was 2 Corinthians. Remember when he was holding the Bible upside down? But you just made me think of Nicki Minaj, which is our most recent example.
Oh, right.
Because she's also playing, in that as well. I remember she got online, and not only did she do this, like I was just mentioning, when criticism came, because I think that even if you're a pastor and criticism comes to you, you fix it. You fix it. You talk with your church. You fix it. You listen. That to me is a good leader. But when your congregation is acting like the beehive on your behalf and using and abusing the Bible and saying, well, the Bible says, touch not my anointed. But how anointed can you be if you're not doing the work of God? Right? If you aren't you were called, but you're not doing the work of God. Are you anointed? Where's the oil? Nicki Minaj got on there. They asked her what her favorite verse was. My good sis said, well, she said palms.
She said palms.
It was like, yes, it was something where it was the mispronunciation. Sis didn't have it. She didn't have it. Palms.
Why didn't she just say Matthew or John? She goes for palms.
Right. Oh my God. Genesis. This lady said palms.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
These are the people that people are saying, well, she's a believer and she's, no, because there are believers who actually are out here fighting a good fight. Nina Turner, who is a religious person who also is fighting. You have other people who are doing this thing and they're actually doing the work, but you don't want to go and speak with them because they're not MAGA. MAGA has to be the only, right? Because MAGA says something like, oh, we don't want abortion. Remember, that was the buzzword. Abortion was the buzzword from Trump's first term. And that's where we got some musicians saying, I have to believe that children matter. And so he said he is not for abortion. And I have to go with that as a Christian. I told y'all the story. I sat up here on this platform and told y'all a story about a Haitian boy that I grew up with. I grew up in a mostly Haitian community back in South Florida. And in a church this Haitian boy went to church with me. His father was what we call the maestro, which is minister of music, all the things. This boy is Haitian, dark skin as they come. We all grew up in the Haitian household, first language, Haitian Creole. He married a white woman. She's also in the church, but she comes from those churches, right? Those, Hillsong, MAGA. Mind you, I went to a Hillsong church myself, whatever, when I got older. But they did a video last year. They go to one of the churches that preach God said that Donald Trump is going to be president type vibes.
Oh, no.
And they did a video. They were walking in the video. I got in the ass under the comment section, but they were like, he's like, we just did our vote, and she grabs her phone as they're walking, they're pushing their baby in the stroller. She grabs the phone and said, no, tell him who we voted for. I grew up with her too, mind you. And I said, something always ticked me off about her. Is they'll tell him who we voted for. And he was like, okay, well, we voted for Trump. She's like, no, say it proudly. We voted for Trump. And we voted for him because abortion and because they used a video that was not true. And they got so much MAGA support from this video off of TikTok. They put the reference of Kamala Harris being heckled by a Christian coming in. Remember that one where she was being heckled during her campaign. And they were like, can you say the name Jesus? And she said something like, no, let her, I don't, something where she basically said, I don't speak to we're not.
Oh, I'm speaking or something. I remember. Yes, it was for Palestinians that she responded to. I didn't know that they replaced it with that.
So they said that, this person came in and was saying, can you say the name Jesus? And she said she wasn't going to say it. And I'm like, where did they get this from? I corrected them underneath the video, put the actual video in there with the actual captions. And I said, what can you say to this? And I said, shame on you. I'm about to say his name. I'm like, shame on you, because you actually, grew up in a Haitian household, and you know what Donald Trump is currently doing to Haitians. You have children who are half Haitian, and you're living in a time where you think that you're going to be in a bubble, and you're saying the only issue is abortion. The only issue is that Kamala Harris said that which is a lie.
Was this after the cats and dogs comment?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I guess so. If they voted, yeah.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes,
I can't even fathom that.
And it brought up this, it was definitely after the Captain Dog comments, and for them to sit here and support. And the girl kept saying, but we're just Christians, so we have to go with somebody who can say the name Jesus. And I'm like, ooh, stop it. Because in the Bible, we know that the devil, and how the devil was an enemy, and how he worked he was the minister of music, right? In the heavens, right? And then he wanted to do his own thing. He knows the Bible front and back. He knows the name Jesus. He knows all those things. So do not be literally fooled. And all y'all walking around here fooled. And the amount of MAGA that supported these people and propelled them into becoming content creators for the Lord, MAGA content creators for the Lord. And now they are.
My God.
Yeah. Blocked, because I don't play that. I'm like, I love this guy, grew up with this guy, but I had to break that relationship because I said, I will not, such a successful person too, but I will not support that. I will not support the lies and us continuing to say, this is why I didn't vote, and this is why I'm voting for Trump. No, I'm not gonna. I refuse to sit here. I don't care who you are, brother, sister, friend, in between. I'm so sorry. I'm calling you out every single time. That is the problem, I believe, Mike, with where we are right now on the left, the Democratic, the blue, whatever people want to call it. On our side, is just given y'all not ready to protest like them people back in the day. Y'all not ready to really say, I can't mess with you, and not make it a viral video, but actually stand 10 toes down in it.
Yeah.
We're just not ready for that. It's too much, because it's like, well, but man, no, what they're doing is hurtful. What they're saying is hurtful. What they're for is hurtful. How they're preaching to millions, thousands of people is hurtful. How they're taking the word of God and flipping it into something to weaponize is hurtful. How they're telling people of other religions that they are not gonna, they don't deserve to live. That's hurtful. How they're telling people who may have to get an abortion, that they're gonna go to hell They decided to, have the freedom to go get the procedure done, and people who are still able to do so in the States, you're going to hell, you're going to jail. Meanwhile, all of those politicians have either slept, paid for an abortion, been a part of things in the Epstein files and cases. I also went to school with a girl, because this is how long I've lived. I got trauma in my life. I went to school with a girl who was telling her testimony about how she was a part of the Epstein situation. Right?
Damn.
Like, this is all stuff that I've lived, am living, or have people who are a part of, all the things. I've seen it, and I can't sit here and play like, oh, just because we Christian, we gonna be friends. So I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna tell you that no, your pastor is on some BS. People hate when I say this and say, well, I'm not welling anything. What he said, stood 10 toes down on it, and told you to try him. And because he said it and told you to try him, he gained so many more MAGA supporters. It got stronger.
Yeah.
It got stronger because everybody on the other side said, well, I just go to church for church. No, because we're being affected even in the church, because they're weaponizing Christianity.
Yeah.
They're flipping it. So I don't play that. We got to call it out.
Yeah. And so on that note of like the churches, it's funny. So I won't name the family member who's MAGA, but they've always been. So they're a newcomer to MAGA. So they joined after, I think, so it was around probably 2024. So I'm sure that they voted for Trump in this last election, right? Went to church always, evangelical.
Yeah.
You know the type, white evangelical, just to put that in perspective. So the only time that I can remember in my entire life that this person acted like a normal human being was when they went to a black church. They went for 4 months. And they were the most non-judgmental, most normal they've ever been. And it's funny because the juxtaposition between that and when they went to their regular white church, just because it was closer, right? So it's just more convenient. They didn't like leave for, at least as far as I know, there's no dispute, because there's disputes with them, with everyone. But the juxtaposition is crazy because it really highlighted to me how ingrained like the white supremacy is in these white churches, like these evangelical Trump supporting churches.
Yeah.
Because as soon as the election rolls around, they go full steam ahead with MAGA, back on the judgmental bullshit, attacking our trans family member, just all the boxes checked. It's so wild to me. And so, it's sad, but I had to point that out because it's funny to me.
It is a difference. And it's funny because, I feel like now, and nobody can tell me otherwise. And like I said, when Charlie Kirk died, a lot of these major churches it was very similar to what the MAGA churches were putting out. And it was this rhetoric, the same rhetoric I told you about, and mind you, I didn't like what I saw I didn't like how Charlie Kirk was murdered. I didn't like any of it. That seeing it messed me up. But does that make me say that Charlie Kirk did not say what he said? Does that erase all those things? I'm so sorry, friend. I'm not going to make up some lie about this person. I'm not going to make this person Jesus Christ Jr. I will not. No, I'm not doing it. So like it's almost as if they're influencers for MAGA, and it goes to the black church and the white church. Because why did y'all all have the same script? Timed. All y'all was saying the same thing at the same time, including Donald Trump was saying the same exact thing. Why was it all mirroring? Are you guys being paid? Look, because I'm like, are you guys being paid? What's going on? Are you in it to help people win souls to go to heaven? Are you or are you in it for a check to buy that jet or to do this, to become the only name that people know when it comes to church, when there are little churches all through the communities that are doing things for the community, that are helping, that have benevolence and have all these things for their communities, but your church is the only one that people should know as some kind of cult. Absolutely not. Something's going on. Something's going on. I'm telling you, they're getting paid.
I think you're absolutely right. And well, you know what? Ashley St. Clair, Elon Musk's, she just had a baby with Musk. I don't know how long ago.
The ex.
Yeah. So she just put out a video talking about how they're all in the same group chat and how she did a follow-up, I think, and she either insinuated or directly said that these influencers that you see, they're getting paid by politicians to spout talking points, And so it is as it seems, essentially. She basically confirmed our suspicion because it looks like it is. They all tweet the same thing in unison. As soon as the last assassination attempt, which, by the way, your commentary on Like It or Not was hilarious. As soon as that happened, did you not see all the fucking same MAGA people tweet about the ballroom? This is why we need the ballroom. Yeah. It's like, they just all had that epiphany at the same moment.
I'm like, so, and it's so funny because I was here with my sister. She's been helping me move, right? And I said this on Like It or Not. I'm like, I woke up from my nap and I'm like, girl, just 5 minutes ago was a shooting.
I woke up from a nap when I found out too, by the way.
Because look, we was tired. The world is tired. I'm like, it was a shooting. And my sister was like, oh my God. And I'm like, no, something crazy, because why is there a full article and it's been 15 minutes? Now we're 15 minutes in and there's a full article with details about they just finished a salad, and for me as a journalist, breaking news always gives bits and pieces. You're not getting a full laid out story with automatic shots and all. You're not getting those immediately. You already had a package that was set up. There's video. What? I'm like, this is insane. Then I'm like, nah, Melinda, something, because that's my sister's name. I'm like, nah, Melinda, something is going to come out in a few minutes that Donald Trump says this happened and this is why we need this. She's like, no, I don't think so. We got to make sure everybody's safe. I'm like, girl, no, he was in the room. He's literally talking. People are talking from him. People are laughing. Now we're 20 minutes in. People are keying. Oh, no. No. And then boom, this is why we need a ballroom. I said, yo, a ballroom and I don't know, just going through everything in my head. There were so many moving parts about that moment. But the fact that still after that happened, the most important news was that Klay Thompson cheated on Meg Thee Stallion. That was still trending because people were like, I don't even want to deal with this. Here he go planning another fake assassination for the 1,000.5 billionth time. Klay Thompson cheated on Meg Thee Stallion. When we pulling up to Klay Thompson's house? Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this.
It's so funny that that's literally everybody's reaction, though. It's like, oh, again, did they get him? No. Okay. What are we having for dinner? I just love when you were talking about Unlike It or Not, like the way that you went through the articles. It's so fucking funny because I didn't think about that. It is so weird how the articles were like, it was a brisk evening. We had our delicious salads with ranch dressing.
I'm like,
and
what?
The evening was just lit up with joy and happiness. Like, bro, why is there so much superfluous bullshit? Get to the actual details. It's so strange. And I didn't think about that until you said it and made me laugh because it's like, that is true. Why do
I know this? Why did I know what time it was? What you smelled in the air? Why do I know? Why do I know this?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. I'm all in on the conspiracy theories. I don't know if it was a false flag, but I want people to think it's a false flag because the theories are fucking hilarious. Like I went through some of them on my show. They were great.
What we saw though, like what we really saw though, like they're telling us not to believe our eyes. And I know it's hard to not fall. Remember when when he first got shot in the ear and I was telling y'all, that
I know
that planned that. And y'all were like, well, I'm like, no, that man.
You get your flowers now, Rebecca.
Like, I'm gonna take them because I'm like, he literally stopped to take this little photo and it was given like, and people were like, oh, he almost got assassinated. And I'm like, it didn't give a JFK feel. Like it was not given like, this man. And the worst part about these every time these are happening, he's like, and see, that's why I need to put my face on the coin. That's why my face needs to be on every building that makes
I get something for this.
Yeah, like that's why if Spirit let me use their planes to allegedly, get it out there for war crimes and stuff, then they would have been safe. There would have been a deal, but no deal because they don't want me to use their planes to go kill babies, to go. They don't want me to do that. They don't want me to do that. So it's like he's always looking for this, opportunity to get the praise, and it has to be. We have to feel bad for him, like it's Donald Trump, and the fact that nobody made this a story beyond that day is insane to me. We all made jokes after that.
Yeah,
we didn't care.
That's that to me it wasn't surprising, but it was something that I think we all noticed collectively, where it's like, oh, nobody cares at all. They're not even waiting. Like, there's no 24 like moratorium on memes and jokes. It's just immediately they're cooking them.
Nothing.
It's crazy, and I find it fun. Like, I find it hilarious. I love it.
He don't give a damn, and he's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care. Don't tell me anything. Next up, it's like, is he not see? This is where I say that we have an entertainer as a president, and so people don't look at every single thing he does. Like, he'll sleep and he'll be like, oh, I know what we're gonna do tomorrow, and he put everybody in place. But imagine the people who were in the room who had no knowledge about what was going on. The fear for a lot of them. One of those people that were in the room was Georgia Fort, my colleague Georgia Fort, my girl. She was in the room. Mind you, she just had to deal with covering ICE shooting, right?
Yeah, she had quite
protesters,
the year.
and then had ICE at her door with armed at her door. And now she's in the position over here to be honored in the state of, in Washington, and, to be out there and, not Washington State, but in Washington, D.C., but to be out there in D.C. and have to be a part of what's going on in the moment, running with no shoes on, have her heels. She was documenting this at the time. Then they went to go meet and Kiki, the press secretary, whoever the Asian girl that was sitting next to Donald Trump in that lane. She was like, well, he's going to come and talk to you guys on time.
Yeah. Just unfazed by it.
Not just try to murder the president? Did shots not just ring out in the middle of this dinner because you wanted a ballroom and you thought that this type of event should go in a ballroom with your name on it so you can say, and he kept saying when it was time for him to do the conference, this man said, he's like, they kept wanting the ballroom, for centuries within the White House, they wanted a ballroom and no one was able to do it. But I'm going to do it for you because we need one now. You see, they tried to shoot the president. Now we need a ballroom. And I'm like, is he serious?
And we're going to pay for it this time. And we are going to pay for it.
We're going to pay for it.
Yep.
We're going to pay for it. And we have so many things going on in this world. We have hungry children. You done took away the kids' food from the schools. You done took away people's medicines.
SNAP benefits are getting cut. The work requirements are going into effect.
People are unemployed, but you're worrying about a ballroom and we're having to pay for that. We ain't even got no money. People can't live. People don't got homes. People, are struggling right now. And a ballroom is your priority because you planned, allegedly, your own assassination attempt.
It honestly is amazing. It's like we're living in a sad parody of reality. But I mean, to be fair, America has always been a joke. So I guess that we're just kind of like, we're seeing the logical conclusion of a joke country, come to its spectacular end. So, yeah. Well, should we get to super chats, Rebecca?
Yes, let's get to super chats.
All right, I will. Let me go through and I'll pull up your super chats. And I know that Rebecca's are mixed in as well, but I think the first one for you is from Tigwick, I want to say.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Tigwick, thank you so much for your super chat. Good to see you, Rebecca. Good to see you too. It feels good to be back. Still getting used to being in the space with it, but it feels good to be back. Cartoon 49, thought on Michael movie and controversy of it. So I seen it, not gonna lie, just seen it yesterday as a break from the world. And I will say the clips didn't. So this is going to be all I say about it. The controversy of it, I don't want to. But the clips that they put out early on, they didn't make me a believer. But as me and my sister were watching it, oh honey, I was like, oh, he said I'm gonna study my uncle. So that's what it gave, and I was like, oh wow, this kid took the family trauma and really like got in there because it gave Michael, I'm not gonna lie, and it was actually it was spottish on. It was around there. It was good.
This is one of those where the audience score is higher or lower than the critic score. I can't remember. I think the critic score is lower, right? And
I think the critic score was lower. Everybody got on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the audience was higher. Everybody got online, and I think we're going off the clips, and so there was a lot of naysayers. And I'm only Cartoon 49. I'm only going to talk about like the movie itself. I know the controversy behind it. I don't want to get into that. But the naysayers, were like, don't watch it. Now, if you listen to those people. If I listened to those people, I would never went and made myself a believer as far as the acting of his nephew. It was really good. Like, it was like, dang, like you.
Oh, that's his actual nephew playing
That's
him.
his actual nephew.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
Jafar Jackson. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And so it made it, I was like, okay. And it actually came out really good. It actually showed different aspects because, you know, in the 15-hour American Dream, the Jackson 5 movie that comes on VH1, they used to
I watched that as a kid. My mom loved that shit.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, listen, we know it. Go to bed, Joseph. We know that. We know that part. But it's like it was less about Jackson 5 and more centered on Michael Jackson. So it moved a bit quickly. It gave like a little bit more detail in some of the moments. So it ended in 1988. Spoiler, it just ended in 1988. So there might be a part 2. But I will say, you know, his sister wasn't involved. Janet wasn't involved. But the family still rolls off of, even though there's like a lot of trauma. Jafar's has brother cousins. Literally, I believe his mother married another Jackson brother. It's really weird. So there's trauma there. There's like, wow. So that's controversial, but there's trauma in that family. So I'm like, but one thing about it is they still find a way to kind of like be like, we got to stick together in some way, because although Janet wasn't a part of the movie, she opted out. LaToya was still there for her birthday. Janet's birthday is coming up. LaToya was at Janet's house for her birthday. So they still hang out, you know, they still do the Jackson thing. It's like, you're still my family type vibe, but I don't like the way you moving. They still have that, you know, and yeah, kind of like Michael, I guess, had for the family, couldn't stand his dad, but kind of still had the love for the family, you know, kind of thing. And but there's trauma there. They need to go deal with that. They need to go sit on people's couches. Like, y'all got kids who's coming from trauma. Y'all built more trauma. It to me, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You got brother cousins. That's not weird to you guys.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's a mind fuck.
It is. But it was a good movie if you guys should watch it. Or not if you don't want to. But Nintendo Gaming Channel 007. Thank you so much for still being a member all this time, even though I was in my own little hiatus. MAGA gerrymandering is modern day segregation.
Literally.
You guys, ooh, what's going on with the redistricting and all this other stuff? Ooh, my heart breaks in Memphis and how they literally depleted that all black district. Oof.
Yeah, they're doing that today. For those who haven't seen it, I had some clips pulled up earlier that I was going to talk about, but yeah, there is one of the lawmakers, Justin Pearson, gave a really, really good speech. And the other lawmaker, oh my God, I'm blanking on his name, Justin, he burned a Confederate flag on the Tennessee Capitol floor. So I love that they're fighting really hard, but it sucks because they are just two voices. And there's also, oh my God, there's a video of one of the white lawmakers that somebody had recorded laughing as they were, as I don't know if it was the speech that they were giving or the protests that were breaking out, but they were laughing, like just sitting there laughing because people were mad that their voting rights were getting taken away. Like that should be on every single advertisement for Democrats, like just to show who Republicans really are. Like they need to capitalize on that. It's so evil.
And they're evil. Like,
straight
and they look
evil.
at this and they're laughing and they're doing. I really hope that there is some pushback by law for this, because there's no way that this is lawful. And I know even, states that I am in the state that I am from, Florida and Georgia, they nasty work. They're going to be on that. And we're, and they're doing that now. And it's always been a form of voter suppression and vote. This has been historical. This is the way that they move, especially in states like this. But to see that, that I've seen that people are finding joy in this, and you see that they went and the FBI raided the woman's office,
right,
just because she was fighting back. So imagine, right? And she's a senator. She's a state representative. And they went in and basically trying to scare her. So we don't know. Anytime somebody does something, these Republicans are like, "Oh, you think you could do something to us? Let's use our power to make sure we get you the hell up out of here." Because you're not, you want to get on the mic and you want to act all high and mighty against us and call us this and call us that and call us liars and call us evil. Yeah, we'll show you evil. And they get away with this behavior. And this is what we're going to see more of. They want to silence Black voices and make sure that we never have any power. Those little bits of pieces where it was majority Black. Though, imagine how much time it took for people to fight to get that part of the that piece of the pie, that 2% of the pie,
just erased like that.
Exactly, just erased. Right?
And it's crazy because with regard to Louisiana, which was where the original case had popped up. So it was with these new districts, Black people who live there, which make up like a third of the entire state's population, they would have had actual proportional representation, like 30% of the vote, 30% of the population. That's what democracy looks like. Now they get 0. And to add insult to injury, the Supreme Court on Monday put out a little, I don't know what it was, but they basically, I talk about this in my video tomorrow. They violated their own rules to give red states the go-ahead to gerrymander Black voters into oblivion sooner, so it could do it before the election. Like, we are seeing such insane shit. I can't even describe it. Like, I honestly feel like I'm living in a movie because they are so shameless. The fact that they're like, no, it's not already good enough that we're letting you just like go back to Jim Crow status quo. We need to make sure you can get this done before November's election. It's just, they are so evil. There's no other word to describe these people. They are demons.
It's no remorse. The pure joy that they get from pulling and rolling us back and taking away all of the fight that our ancestors, people who came before us, had put in, and what we thought the system would protect us for, right? Just one little second, they were like, yeah, we don't care. Take that away. Bring, like, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And and it was funny because, again, it was under the guise, like you were saying in Louisiana, it was under the guise of, oh, hey, Black folks aren't getting this, and then let's go ahead and make a workaround. They said, oh, we're gonna definitely do a workaround. We're gonna take away, right? We're gonna take it away. It was something else. They said, oh, it's affecting Black voters and Black, the Black district a little bit more. Let's see how we can fix this. They said, oh yeah, we'll fix this, all right, and snatched it away. And that's why I say people be trying to work in your favor. No, they're not. They're not. These people are not. There's no bipartisanship. There is no working together. We have to stand in these people's face and call them out and say, you're not trying to help, so we're not going to give you the access. We'll be fighting for it. And then the people who are speaking out or have the state representatives or the leaders, local leaders that have spoken out, they've been attacked. Seeing that immediately, a woman who spoke out, you getting raided immediately by the FBI.
And no charges whatsoever.
Mind you, Fox is on the scene. Breaking news, but the only breaking news where it's coming from, Fox happens to be on the scene at the raid. And nobody else. Strange fruit.
We need to, honestly, I think that the only way to respond to this is for Democrats, like if they still run these states, they need to go through and disenfranchise every single Republican voter in their state, every single one of them. In Oregon, we've got only one Republican district. Wipe it out. Sorry. But if they want to play dirty, we have to play dirty too. It's a race to the bottom. I don't want this. But Democrats, to their credit, supported national independent redistricting, so that way there was no gerrymandering. Republicans wanted this, so it's only fair that we make up what they're like. We match them. You have to fight fire with fire. That's because they're straight up erasing representation. Like people don't even think about how devastating it was in 2013 with the Shelby decision when they got rid of pre-clearance. That was the start of the death by 1,000 cuts to the voting rights. But what they did just now, like, I don't think people understand. Like, there's some there's Black Voters Matter. There's also Fair Fight Action. They did an analysis and they said, like, it's a possibility based on how many seats are going to be lost, like 30% of the Congressional Black Caucus, 11% of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus. Republicans could take control of the House for a generation. Like, that's how significant this is. So if Democrats don't actually go and like gerrymander, like tit for tat, and do what they can to get rid of all Republican districts, like, we're just done. We're done. It just, I don't know. It's so hard to communicate just how devastating this is.
I know. People are in tears, rightfully so. The pain, because if one state gets away with this, we know that this is not there. Everybody else is going to follow suit. They're going to find ways to go in. And like you said, it started in Louisiana right now. And it was such a quick. It was literally quickly. It didn't take anybody else to know. They're like, oh yeah, we gonna do that too. Oh yeah, me too. We gonna, and then these changes overnight, just like that, taken away. If we do not, especially our leaders, if our leaders still try to ride the fence and Cory Booker this thing and you know, like this, we don't need that type of vibe. We don't need y'all to. I don't like performative anymore. Like we're moving past that. I don't need the viral clips of you rolling your neck in an interview talking to Abby Phillips. I don't need none of that. We really have to start. Y'all got to start leading the way, listening to people who are outside telling you what it is. Still, like tell us, bring us together. We're gonna fight. We're gonna do this thing because that's how we got here in the first place. I know it's scary, right? I know it's really scary because a lot of people are risking their jobs, their lives, and all these things because we're choosing to fight. What I don't like is I don't want to just be doing these things just to say I went to this protest. I don't want to do these things. Like if people are serious, I'm outside. Right. But if we just doing the same things that we've been doing for the past 8 years and it's not really working, but it's making cute for content or it's doing that, we're not getting anywhere. If we're just wanting viral moments, we're not getting anywhere. We really have to our people back in the day was doing sit-ins, baby.
They were getting shot with water hoses and had dogs sicked on them. And everything they fought for gone like that. It's so I can't even I'm just it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
It is. And moving forward, I don't know, like you were just saying, we don't know how to verbalize it. And I don't think it's because we don't have the words. We've already said the words time and time again for each event that we've covered or that we've had to sit through or that we've had to take breaks from so that we can come back and speak to you about the next issue. It's kind of like, what do we do from here? Where do we go from here? Like that's I get it. I get where you're at. I do.
Yeah. I don't have the word because the words that I have, they don't capture the moment. Like it's outrageous, it's ridiculous, but that just doesn't suffice. Like the moment is indescribable. You know, I won't be able to have the words until I look back. Like, holy shit, I can't believe all that shit happened so quickly.
Yeah. Oof, Lord, like really protect our minds in this moment because baby, I'll be tired. Like we burned out a million different damn times doing this work. It's tiring and we're still just in the beginning with Donald Trump.
I know. I don't even want to think of that.
So crazy. Anywho, Prairie Fire. Thank you so much for your super chat. This donation will be able to purchase a cold half of a rotisserie chicken at this point in 2027. Baby, I'm telling you, everything is expensive. We're headed for the worst case scenario on fertilizer. At least you defeated MAGA Jesus for us. And I'm right, because listen, MAGA Jesus, that's not my Jesus. That ain't my Jesus. And I got hands, okay? I got hands for MAGA Jesus because they wanted to be Charlie Kirk so bad. They want us to praise and serve Charlie Kirk so bad. Donald Trump put himself in Jesus' way.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah. Oh my God. That's some crazy shit. No, he was a doctor, Rebecca. He was a doctor.
You're trying to say he was a doctor healing the sick. And you ain't even that.
It's amazing. I know. You just cut healthcare. You cut Medicaid and you're a doctor healing the sick?
What? And
I just can't get over it.
And people really are like, oh, we see it. I see it now. He really was just portraying himself. He said he was a doctor.
With the demon in the background, by the way, like the horned beast. That's so appropriate. It's like, yeah, that's honestly, that's fitting.
That's how you know they ain't believers. Because they were just like, he was just that's what Christians do. They show themselves and oh, really? So you made yourself like a golden calf, like a statue, like somebody people need to be praising, right? You made yourself like God? Is that Christian?
Isn't that like that's one of the 10 commandments? Idolatry.
Yeah, idolatry. I mean, that's an idol.
It's like Christianity 101. I shouldn't be saying this. I'm not even a religious person.
Because you're a dropout, right? You
I'm a dropout, yes.
You knew what it was.
They failed the most basic test.
Yeah. Basic test. That's Sunday school for kids.
Right. It's crazy.
So, absolutely not. But thank you so much, Prairie Fire. Miss ya. Daniel R. 5432, Free Palestine from a Palestinianism.
Oh,
absolutely
nice.
Free Palestine peace for sure. Parker 402, thank you so much for your super chat. Welcome back, Rebecca. We missed you. Mwah. I missed you too. I'm so happy I'm able to be on here. You guys don't even know how excited I am. I really miss you guys. Super plat. Let me not try to say this with an accent. Super platinoman. Instead of giving it a Haitian accent.
Better than I could do.
Rebecca, did you see I Show Speed is in DR and all the Dominicans ask him if he's Haitian? Ain't it black as usual? Listen, I did see because I Show Speed is a streamer that does this. He's been touring different areas. I think he came from Africa and now he's in the Caribbean. And Haiti was the places that he chose not to go to, and a lot of the Haitians were upset. So he went to the DR, which is of course our neighboring country, which is on the same exact island. So Haiti and DR. So he went to the Dominican Republic. And mind you, it's a whole bunch of Haitians in I got family in the Dominican Republic. It's a whole bunch of Haitians in the Dominican Republic. So he went over there, and on his stream, there are Haitians like, I'm Haitian. Why you don't go to Haiti? Why you don't go to Haiti? He's eating Haitian food, but they're saying that it's Dominican food. So there's like this controversy online. I did see it. And they, I definitely did see that. So it's a little controversial thing going on, but he's a huge streamer. I'm happy that he's even going to these places and showing off the different cultures of Africa and the Caribbean. And it doesn't suck that he didn't choose to go to Haiti. Yeah, but Haiti right now seems to be for some people not safe. But there's another streamer who decided to go on, who's there right now, who is completely safe, who has been all over Haiti. So that means don't believe everything you see on the internet. But
he should go to. I love I Show Speed. He should go to Haiti. He's also a big fan of One Piece, which I am as well. So I fucking love I Show Speed.
Yeah, I love I Show Speed. I love what he's doing. So definitely understand safety first if that's the case. I do understand that, but definitely go to Haiti. It will be a time of your life for sure. Looney Tunes 9000, thank you so much for your super chat. Love you, mean it. There once was a streamer named Rebecca. There once was a streamer named Rebecca Azor who used to come on Leftist Mafia every week and do Like It or Not every Saturday. All of a sudden it stopped. Listen, I said, that girl, life happens, right? But she's back from what I heard. The little birdie told me that, life happens to people, but then they come on back and we all good. So that's what happened. Rebecca is back. And it wasn't like crazy life, bad issues. We're moving. I hate moving, as Mike was talking about. Hate it so much. And then when you got to try to put furniture in place and then get your little setup in where you ain't got no office, but you got to make it set. It's that kind of thing. So
you got to get the vibes right first before you get to streaming as well.
Yes.
Because that's really important. And just the fact, honestly, I feel like people should give us credit. Just the fact that we're here when we're all just trying to get our footing. There's a lot of shit going on. So just bear with us because we're trying our best.
We are. And I'm so happy to be here because there's a lot of people who are not here. So
yes, I know you can't. You're here, and it's like there's two of us this week. So the people who are here shouldn't get any shit. Not that we should deserve shit if we can't show up. I wasn't here last week, but like.
Yeah, you were sick. Life, so again, life happens. Matt, we love him. I know he's going through his personal things. David, I know he tries to preserve his mental as much as he can. I know Lance had some, was in the hospital not too long ago. Things is happening to folks, but I love you, Looney, and thank you for looking for me. And I promise you, I am back.
We're doing our best.
I'll be here on Saturday. We're doing our best. Oh shit, not you again. I love your name. Hey Becca, I'm forklift certified. Just saying. Well, I don't even remember what we were talking about at the time.
I don't know. Okay. That's good to have though.
Yeah, love you. Imagine. Mean it. Thank you so much for your super chat. Lizzie Bennett 5726. Of course they're not hitting the mark, Rebecca. The right ain't about that shit. Also, I can't say what I wanted to because YouTube won't let me via super chat. Oh, I see. So you use the little poop sign. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Missed your face coming up in my super chats. Clara Ock. Thank you so much for your super chat. Great seeing you tonight. Always loving your wisdom. Thanks, Jay. Thank you, Jay. I love you, mean it. Xavier Bacall, thank you so much for your super chats, Xavier. So glad to see you as well. North Carolina, or I'm just in, that's not probably not even North Carolina, but NC Sketchy. I just made that up. I don't even know if it's North Carolina. NC Sketchy. Thank you so much for your super chat. Said Rebecca on late. Take my buddy. Yes.
You are late. You are super late.
I am. I'm always late. You know what I'm saying? But I
mean like you're staying late.
Oh yes, you're right. No, you're right. It's 11:03, but I ain't been here in a while. So
you got to make up for lost time. Yeah,
I got to make up for lost time.
And also, you're on with me, so you know how I am. I drag anybody with me.
It is true because you know, Mike stay here till 3 a.m, and you know Matt be right with him. I'll be like, yeah, they're still on. Like
you became the Matt tonight, so now you're here. It's what is it, like 11?
Yeah, it's crazy, but you know, I know Matt will be here, and I know I'm making Matt proud. So
exactly.
Creflo $50. Unfortunately, Cory Booker is running unopposed in the New Jersey primary, and Rutgers withdrew its invitation to a grad speaker due calling Gaza a genocide. I think I've seen something like that because I've been out of the news to see a lot, but I think I've seen something like that. So much drama happening in that circle with Cory Booker. I'm not sure that Cory Booker gets the gist of being in this position, right? I remember we loved him when he was running for president. I met him, interviewed him with Now This long ago, many moons ago. Good times, right? Love to see you, mean it. But we gotta again call a thing. Cory, you ain't doing what you need to do. Who's next?
Yeah,
who's next in line to come and shake something down, right? Who's next in line that's not going to be afraid to speak the thing and not align themselves with killing children and people?
I know.
Just because of their skin color. Who's next who's not going to be afraid to tackle these moments? I understand that it is a weird time for politicians because you're used to being able to slide with skates on, you know, through these issues without having to be held accountable. But these are new times. Yeah. And, you know, just getting by off of the the most popular talking point is not where we're at anymore. So yeah,
we see right through the bullshit.
Yeah, we do. And let me go ahead to my Cash App. Shouts out to Michael Carver. I appreciate you. Love you. Mean it. Thank you so much. And hold on. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. I am. After that donation in the Cash App. Thank you so much. Also, who is down here? They did this. She always does it every month, and I appreciate you, Carrie. Carrie, I appreciate you so much. I enjoyed the show yesterday. That was the one I did on Saturday with Like It or Not. So
that was such a fun show.
Much. Yeah, I tried. I had low energy that day, but I'm like,
you were fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Again, I said I was going to be here this Thursday. I made that promise. I know that I've been missing Thursdays, but I am here. I will be here next Thursday. Next Thursday is the day before my birthday. My birthday is on Friday, May 15th. Yes, it's on May 15th, next Friday. So I believe it's on a Friday or it's on a Thursday. I think it's on that Friday. So May 15th. It is also Haitian Heritage Month, right? It's Haitian Heritage Month. May is Haitian Heritage Month. May 18th is Haitian Flag Day. So it's a nice May is full of a lot of great things.
Yeah, that's a big celebration. Like
it is. And Mother's Day is this Sunday.
That is. Oh my God! Yeah, you're right.
Yes, Mother's Day. Did you get your mama something?
I got my mom and mother-in-law, so I'm taking care of.
Okay, good. Yeah. Make sure, don't forget,
Absolutely.
We got a few days. Okay, so good.
Oh yeah.
And all you guys who didn't remember that it's Mother's Day this upcoming Sunday, now you know.
It's your friendly reminder.
Yeah, if you love your mama and your mama's good to you, you know what I'm saying. Like,
if your mom is a Trump supporter, don't get her anything. But if she's not, honor your mother.
Honor your mother. Send her something good. Maybe if you don't, maybe a card with a beautiful something written beautiful in there. I think moms really appreciate that. But it is Mother's Day coming up. And one more thing, I want to shout out my brother Jonas Azor is my brother. He made history in making the first Haitian-centered cartoon that is on the network formerly known as Cartoon Network.
Stop! No,
Warner Brothers. Yes, it's only their pilot, but they want to get picked up, and they made the first ever Haitian-centered cartoon. It's on YouTube. It's called I Love You, Jocelyn, and it's a Haitian little girl with superpowers. So if you haven't watched it, it's just a short. It's a beautiful cartoon, and it's funny, and it has the colors. It has a little bit of Haitian Creole in there. It's like, a nice kid-friendly cartoon. It's called I Love You, Jocelyn. If you go to the Warner Brothers page, it's on there. What I don't like, I will say, and point this out. Warner Brothers, I don't know why they did this. They didn't do this for the other cartoons. They turned off the comment section. And I'm not sure it's because all of the Haitian pride that was in the comment section, which they felt maybe was political in some way. But so many people were supportive in the comment section talking about, we never had this, having this now. I wish I had this growing up to show my children. I'm showing my children. It was beautiful. Support for Haitian people, picking up on, the different tools and weapons used in there. Somebody said, you see how the enemy was French, that Magnum trigger. I don't know. But they turned off the comment section and it was really doing phenomenal. But if you haven't seen it, please at least run the so nobody can comment underneath there.
Usually they only do that if they're getting shit, but if they're getting overwhelming love, you would think that they
were getting overwhelming love. And I think that because again, there was some anti-whiteness in there. Haiti and their relationship with France. The enemy in the show, I Love You, Jocelyn, the enemy is a French guy, Okay.
And God forbid we offend white people.
Oh gosh, like we call out the truth that the French, when it comes to Haiti, was problematic, right? So really, just if you haven't, it's called I Love You, Jocelyn. It's on the Warner Brothers page on YouTube. Cartoon, which is formerly Cartoon Network, which was purchased by Warner Brothers. They're giving people an opportunity to put out their pilots, and hopefully it gets picked up. My brother voices the father and the announcer. So
really, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, so if you haven't, that's a little tidbit of my brother, and please go support it. Repost it, all the things. So yeah,
I'm gonna go watch it later.
Yeah, please do. Please do. And that's my tea. I was here. I came, I saw, I conquered. Said Matt would be proud, but I ain't staying till midnight. I got a job.
You don't want to stay another hour till midnight?
Oh,
come on.
No. I know you're gonna be on here being a chatty Cathy with the people. But I was happy to be here. I really missed you, Mike. I
missed you too. Yeah, I missed you too. It was so nice. It was so nice also when you were on Like It or Not to hear Ben and DJ Exclusive. I did not realize that DJ Exclusive was also a Lego head.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I've never realized that for some reason because I don't really. I usually listen and I don't watch.
Yeah.
But I was watching and I'm like, are those Lego? Which one? So
absolutely.
I love that. That's amazing.
He actually, in his last place, there was so many Lego setups different. It was like he had this cloud set up with the Legos. Yeah. I'm gonna tell him.
I love that.
If you've seen that and you're a fan, he'll love that. He'll absolutely love that.
I need to actually watch and not just listen because you find out so much more details about people.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely. And I'll shout you out on the next time. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy. Just watch on Saturday if you guys get the opportunity. I love you, Mike. Mwah.
You take care. I love you too. It's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you
I'll see you next week, Rebecca.
Bye.
Take care. All right, so I am going to just read everybody else's super chat. Actually, I'll put your comments up on the screen so that way it feels like I'm here with somebody. But I don't know. So these might be for Ariana. They might be for Matt. I'm just going to go through and I am going to read them all. So the first one is from Unknown, who says, FYI, the UK has local elections and the results will be released as you stream. I shall be in bed, though. I'm going to take a look at them because I hope that the Greens crushed it. I know by now they're probably released, so I hope they crushed it. Not a Law's Journey says, Patrick Bet David has a new fast food sponsor. Does he now? A fast food sponsor? I have not kept up with him, and he has not been on my mind in a very long time, so I'll have to see if maybe the Vanguard covers it. Hideous Lemon says, being on time is just a theory. That's true. That's true. Tony Rizzo says, Mike, check your Discord DMs, please. Thank you. I honestly have not been on Discord in years, literally. So I would have to remember my password. I don't even, maybe I'm still logged in. Tony also says, Matt, I DM'd you on IG whenever you get a chance. No rush. I'll have Matt check his, because I'm assuming that if you sent us both messages, it's going to be pertaining to the same thing. I'll see if Matt says what it's about if I can't get into my Discord, because a problem that I have is I never remember what my passwords are. Nintendo Gaming Channel says, if we lived in Dragon Ball universe, Orange Man wish only billionaires allowed to have home while everyone else has homeless. Yeah. Oh, and look at who just arrived.
Hello.
Just in time for Super Jazz. What's up, Matt? How's it going?
Sorry I'm late. I was busy tonight.
That's
I don't know if
okay.
you heard. I was at this protest outside of Warner Brothers studio. Apparently
really?
there's this new Haitian cartoon that was
Awesome.
talking trash about white people. And me and my French friends, we didn't appreciate what this cartoon was saying. So we had to protest. We were shut down the comments. Shut down the comments. And apparently it worked. So what's going on? Leftist Mafia?
Congratulations. Well, you know, we were talking about how bad Warner Brothers were just before you arrived. No, that's funny. That's good. How are you doing though? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
my,
good.
There was a punk show that my son, a band that my son likes, and he wanted to go tonight, so we went.
Okay, that's cool. He's already into punk.
Because we took him to a show and he liked it last year, and he's been wanting to go again.
Just like his dad.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I just, as I was parking the car, I would just was brought up YouTube as I'm walking in, and I caught the very end of Rebecca's, and I was like, "Oh, how am I going to enter the show?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got it."
That was great. That was a great entrance.
So how was Leftist Mafia tonight, everyone? Good show.
It was good. I think that they loved it. They'd give it an A.
Who showed up? I see that you and Rebecca.
So it was myself and Secular Lefty at first. He was giving us a rundown on primaries. And then we had Ariana and then Rebecca. So we had a 4-person lineup for a time. But yeah. It was fun. We got into Crackhead Barney.
He clocked in enough last week when it was just me and him, I guess. That's
yeah. He put in his time.
Yeah.
A++, they're saying. Okay, good. Because if you said anything below an A-, you would immediately get banned. So you made the right choice in saying A. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it was a great show. At least I had fun. Like it's hard to judge when you're part of the show, but I always just enjoy talking to people and chopping it up with folks. So yeah, I had fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was great. Who was the guest today?
It was Nick from Secular Lefty. So he does like these really comprehensive breakdowns of different primaries and which candidates are taking AIPAC money, which ones are like anti-genocide, and just he went through his spreadsheet, which is like the biggest.
And how long was he on for?
I want to say like 30-40 minutes ish.
Mike, do you have approximately 30 to 40 minutes to go through that spreadsheet again with me right now?
We just give you a quick rundown.
I guess we're doing. You're in the middle of super chats.
Yeah, I just started actually. So you came here at the perfect time. Did you want to read yours first?
It's like I'm say super chats and I appear.
That's how you get Matt to show up.
I could pull mine up if I have any, and we could take.
Yeah, so I linked your channel, so you should have some super chats. I want to say. Because I told people at the beginning that you might jump on later on, so I'm imagining that
I have a few. I have a handful. I don't expect any more. I wasn't on the show, so I get it. But I do have a handful. Why don't you go through, and when I see it, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, just stop me. That's a better way to do it. Okay, so Tim Q or XOC. Sorry, I am. My brain is still recovering from being sick. Check out leftist Gerard Christian running in Ohio's 12th. He's incredible, but probably needs national support to win. Okay, I haven't been following the Ohio primary, so I'll look into that. Cartoon says thoughts on the new Odyssey and Star Fox trailer. So I'll start with Star Fox. I saw the trailer, not necessarily my cup of tea, which is kind of crazy. I know because I'm a Nintendo kid.
I can put some input in here for a rare video game question because I'm a huge fan of Star Fox 64.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw it and the trailer for what I guess is like a remake, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's a remake.
I think it looks great. I think the characters look exactly how I assumed they would look on a system more modern than Nintendo 64. I mean, I don't think we should expect them to look like they did in Nintendo 64. And they look like how I would assume. I don't get why people are so upset.
Oh, people are upset with it?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people don't like how they look because they look too realistic or something. I don't think they look too realistic.
I thought that they
think
look cute.
like, I felt like they looked like a good like middle ground between like not too cartoony, but also not too realistic. It was like a good middle ground between cartoony and like super realistic.
Yeah, I didn't have an issue with the art style. I thought it looked pretty good. Huh.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to seeing Fox McCloud, Falco, right?
Falco.
Bucky, right?
Slippy, Peppy.
Slippy, Peppy. No, Bucky is not it. It's Slippy, Peppy. You're right. Yes.
Yeah. Is there a Skippy?
It's been a while. I was a huge fan of the game, but then it's been years since I played, decades since I played it, because I have not played it since Nintendo 64 was no longer relevant.
Yeah. Who is it that they said do a barrel roll? Was that Skippy or Slippy?
That was the rabbit.
Oh, the rabbit. So it was Peppy that said that?
Peppy, yeah. Okay,
do a barrel roll. Okay. Yeah, I know that. I know that meme for sure.
Who is Fox McCloud's arch nemesis? It's like a
that I won't
remember. I remember like there's like an equal group.
It's like silver, right? Like a silver version of Fox.
I'm not talking about the monkey villain. I'm talking about like there's like a group that almost mirrors Fox McCloud and his crew.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh my god, I just saw Charlie DeGenmer's
Starwolf, someone says.
Oh, Starwolf. Okay. I swear to God, my brain is so cooked. This comment popped up from Charlie DeGenmer, and I straight up thought it said, honestly, Star Fox gets so few titties. I don't know why I thought that it said that.
Oh, I remember this guy on Starwolf's team, the chameleon, Leon. I am the great Leon, he would say. I remember some shit like that. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, okay.
It's coming back to me.
Any thoughts on Odyssey? Because I have not seen the trailer. I'll probably watch it at some point when it comes out. I like that's the Christopher Nolan, I think. I like Christopher Nolan films, so I will probably watch that.
I don't have thoughts on Odyssey. I do know that people have thoughts about it. I haven't seen those thoughts. I just know people have strong. I mean,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I need to take a look at the trailers and see.
Yeah, I have to do the same. I'm completely out of the loop with discourse lately. My brain is so cooked.
Oh, I'm completely out of the loop with not just discourse, with everything. I don't even know what's going on in the news anymore.
And you know what? Ignorance is bliss, my friend.
I gotta say, I've not been on like Twitter, like I've been on a little bit over the past like week or so, like very little. And then for months before that, I haven't been on at all. And I gotta say, like, when it comes to like the big news stories that like you should know, I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. Like maybe I missed out on like, you know, like the really niche, like online based stories and feuds and things like that. But like in terms of like the need to know, not being on like super online, I missed out on nothing.
Yeah. And your brain probably feels so much better because of it. Like it would be polluted with just bullshit and garbage. And yeah, whenever I take time away from Twitter, I feel a lot better. But to be fair, I don't really go on Twitter as much these days. I go on maybe 10 minutes in the morning and sometimes a little bit at night. I don't doom scroll like I used to because it's just so toxic, and I try to minimize my exposure to it.
I didn't even like choose to minimize. Like I life gave me things that I needed to focus on, and I just was not on. Shit. Yeah, and I just was not like I wasn't even like I'm, boycotting Elon Musk. No, nothing to do with that at all. And just like not being on there, I felt like I didn't miss anything. And you know what? I don't know if that would have been the case with how it used to be, where like actual important stuff would break on there. It's just not the same anymore.
Well, I'll catch you up on the big controversy. So one of the Krasenstein brothers, I don't remember if it was Ed or Brian, bought a Cybertruck. Oh, I cannot talk tonight. So he bought a Cybertruck, posted about it, and everybody was shitting on him, calling him a fraud because he obviously is a resistance liberal. Talk shit about Elon Musk, Donald Trump, but yet he bought a fucking Cybertruck. And so people have been ratioing him. He lost 6,000 followers. He dipped below 1 million. And now he's trying to joke about it. Okay, I bought the truck that everybody wants, and it's just a regular truck that, pollutes the planet. So he's kind of coping and seething. That's the big drama. So you didn't miss much, in other words.
That's oh wow. I guess I didn't miss much.
Yeah. Don't you just yearn for this drama? It's so juicy.
I honestly don't care enough. No, I'm glad you told me because it's funny. But I mean, like in terms of like the discourse surrounding it, like I don't care enough to like knock the Krasensteins for buying a Cybertruck. But I mean, like,
right.
If you're following the Krasensteins and you don't see that's like who they are, like very vapid, like you really think they had like strict morals, like they were gonna actually like, please, like this is who they are. Like
I don't care enough about the Krasenstein brothers to have feelings about the story. I couldn't care less, honestly. These are the guys that wrote the children's book depicting Mueller as this Giga Chad with muscles.
Yeah, I mean, it's
literally, like I'm not joking. Like that's literally what they did. They wrote a children's book about this. So people have always viewed them as opportunistic and grifters. And listen, some of their posts are good because they spread awareness about shit that Trump's doing. But I think that it's pretty obvious that they are self-interested. And like, I don't take them seriously that much.
I believe them when they say they don't like Donald Trump. Like I don't think they're fake right wingers, but I just think they're opportunistic. They're like paper libs, I guess, if you want to give them like they're not lying to you. They probably do have liberal politics, but they'll fold like paper when it comes to like wanting to do something that contradicts their politics or beliefs. Like I don't think they're gonna like go out and like be anti-LGBTQ if it becomes like if they suddenly that's like they view that as the popular thing. I believe they are liberals, but also if there's something nice they want to buy made by some horrible right winger, they'll buy it because they're they're opportunistic and they just it doesn't
no qualms about crossing that picket line, baby.
And listen, I get it in for some things, like in a capitalistic world, you're gonna end up buying things by some not so great people. I'm sure the soda I drink is not made by the greatest people, but there are lines that you draw, and I would say one is like buying something from Elon Musk. That's just like that's not just like your run of the mill, like he's a businessman, so he's likely conservative, but he's not outright with his politics. No, that's not like I would say that is a good number of like, corporate CEOs, but that's not Elon Musk.
He's actually a Nazi, but you don't understand. He's got to have the Cybertruck because it has full self-driving and it's safe, and he has kids.
Listen, if he had bought like a regular Tesla, I would have even been like, yeah, I get that. I wouldn't have done that because again, Elon Musk, but like,
same
Tesla, and like you want if you're someone who really wants an EV, at least in the US, I guess Tesla is the go-to. But like to get a Cybertruck, you're like really saying I want to give as much money to Elon Musk as possible. Like I don't just want an EV because like I care about the environment. No, I want to give Elon Musk as much money as I possibly can.
And you're also telling everybody that you have no taste.
Of his vehicles. What was that?
They're also I agree with your point, but also they're telling the world that they have no taste. Cybertrucks are
also like at least like a regular like Tesla Model Y or whatever is just like a basic like car. Like yes, it's got like the bells and whistles inside, but it's just a basic car.
Right.
Like the Cybertruck is just fucking ugly.
You're buying a car with PS1 graphics. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
I mean, it's the same kind of taste that you get from like, Donald Trump buying like a golden toilet or something. Like, why? Why?
Yeah. Okay, another one from Cartoon here says, thoughts on Stephen A. Smith saying black people should vote Republican. This man has gone downhill since he wanted to talk politics beside sports. I mean, I have not taken Stephen A. Smith seriously for a very long time. I never really took him seriously, but he is, to his core, a Republican. He has class solidarity, so it really doesn't surprise me. It's funny that he was, I guess, flirting with running for president as a Democrat, but yeah, doesn't surprise me. Nintendo Gaming Channel. Have you ever seen Kitchen Nightmares? I absolutely have seen Kitchen Nightmares. I used to watch it all the time when I would go to the gym and I'd just walk on the treadmill. I'd walk for the whole duration of a Kitchen Nightmares episode. That was like my go-to. And Nintendo Gaming Channel has one for Ariana, but we'll answer that for her. Hey, Ariana, as a proud Iranian American, okay, might not be able to ansster that one. I
get it. We get it. We can just put ourselves in our shoes. We're proud Iranian.
As an Iranian. Here we go. What's your take on the Greco-Persian Wars? Do you think history is too Western-centric? Love your work. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry, Nintendo Gaming Channel. That is not one that we can answer. Although I think that Ariana may have already answered this in the chat before she left, because she did try to go through these. So hopefully you got an answer, Nintendo, because neither of us are qualified to address that particular question. Octowolf says, I'm undecided
yourself, Mike.
I'm undecided on if I plan to run for any form of office, but I'm still going to make a website about me and my political policies. I've been inspired. Well, I'm happy that you've been inspired, but I will say, listen, start out small. Start out at, the local level, maybe run for a city council position or some other seat. A lot of those offices, people run unopposed. So that is a really good way to have a direct impact on your life and your community and, get your foot in the door. See if you are interested in, being a politician because, it's a big commitment. Nintendo Gaming says, hey, Ariana, if you went to a spot like...
Oh, hold on. I forgot to feed the cat and he's whining. Let me go feed the cat. Really quick.
Go ahead. If you went to a spot like Mama Maria's and found pork in the veggie sauce, would you file a complaint, sue, or write an article on it? So again, not a question that I am qualified to answer. So I cannot say. The Man, thanks for the 20. Very generous chat. Hey guys, did you hear, according to a report by ProPublica, Donald Trump shelved an investigation into a drugs for votes scheme in Puerto Rico's prisons involving Puerto Rico's MAGA pro-statehood PNP governor, Jennifer Gonzalez. I did hear about that, actually. I saw a report about this on Philip DeFranco's show. Excuse me, I fucked up his name. Yeah, that is some crazy shit. And apparently the whole entire investigation just disappeared once Trump got elected because Jennifer Gonzalez is one of his cronies. It's actually a wild fucking story, and it really speaks to the corruption and bullshit that you talk about a lot in your super chats, V-Man. Very, very crazy stuff. Super Platinum Man. Hey, Ariana, is there an issue with Niak? Trita Parsi seems like a cool dude. Okay, this is the one that Ariana told us to avoid, so I will say no comment. Because I have no idea what that is referencing. Cartoon says, thoughts on actors bailing on the Bezos Met Gala. I don't know which actors bailed, but I think that all of them should have bailed because it's a Met Gala put on by Jeff Bezos, so that it should be a non-starter if they have morals. But, who knows? V-Man says, what's ironic is last year she accused her, and referring to Jennifer Gonzalez, she accused her political Rico General Secretary of the Puerto Rican Independence Party, Juan Dalmau, of being tied to drug trafficking. No, she did. Oh, wow. Again, it's true in Puerto Rico as well. Every accusation is a confession. V-Man also says, it shows you how disgusting Puerto Rico's right-wing pro-statehood party is, weaponizing prisoners, drug addictions to maintain political power. Everything in Trump's America is pay to play, right? You stuck his nuts from the back, you kiss up to him, and he will do everything for you. He'll move mountains for you. Looney Tunes says, glad to have you back, Ari.
Oh, thank you. We're still speaking for her, right?
We are, indeed. We are her official representatives. V-Man says, Puerto Rico has its own Nepo baby in politics. Our resident commissioner, Pablo Jose Hernandez, is the grandson of former Governor Rafael Hernandez Colon. I believe it's Cologne. I think I said colon. My God. Please forgive me. I'm still recovering from my cold. I the whole week I had.
I mean, to be fair, it's spelled the same. It's not like you're.
Yeah.
It's like you just threw it out there.
I know. I dropped colon on you all. I've had like the worst fucking brain fog all week, so I'm still recovering. I feel a little bit better today, and started feeling more better yesterday with the brain fog. But you know how when you're just like still coming out of it and you're just like a space cadet?
Yeah.
That's me. So forgive me, everybody. V-Man says, dude only won his election because A, his family name, and B, his main opponent struggled to speak English, which is seen as vital for the seat. Yeah, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. V-Man also says, since he won, he has taken over his party leadership, made it double down on centrism, and acts like he is owed the governor's mansion in 2028. I'm so sick of these Nepo babies who come from these political families, and they just feel like they're owed seats. We were talking earlier about the Kennedy guy. I don't know, Jack Kennedy? I don't remember his first name, but he is a Kennedy. And I'm so sick of these political dynasties.
I mean, at least like put in the work. Like, don't just run off your name.
I know. I'm so sick of it. They just get the
like,
whole life.
What was he doing? What was he doing before he decided to run? He wasn't doing nothing.
I have no idea. But I feel like they just shouldn't have life handed to them on a silver platter. But it is. And
I mean, like I don't think you should be barred from doing things because of your name. But rarely do people with the name actually put the work in. They just think they can run off their name.
Yeah, I'm just beyond sick of it. So this person sent funds for Ariana and Kowalski's first dinner date. Well, that's very nice of you.
Oh, did I miss something more about this? Is this
no, not that I'm aware of. Looney Tunes says Binder took the combined Lance and Ariana pay last week, but it's now in reverse. I hereby challenge Lance to an impersonation contest. Next call-in. Ooh, that'll be good. We should do another call-in show soon.
We should. That was fun.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah, it's been long enough. We'll talk about it in our little group chat. Omega Shenron says, nice running into you in my block, Ari, last month. Yeah, they ran into each other, which is cool. Old Grease, thanks for the 20. No message. Really appreciate that. And Tigwick sent $50 to Ariana. Tigwick is always so generous. Thank you so much for doing that to her, Tigwick. That's really nice of you. Shit, not you again, says Chris Smalls 2028. Hey, I'm more than down. Not really, Rachel Atwood. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Jenk is apoplectic that we dare to have standards. I know, it's so embarrassing. Nintendo Gaming Channel says Jesus Christ deeply disappointed in U.S. Republicans. Yeah, if Jesus Christ saw the modern Republican Party, I don't think he would be pleased. I agree with you. Lizzie Bennett says, played any video, or she asks, and thank you for the $10, by the way, Lizzie. That's really kind of you. Played any video games lately, Mike? I haven't, but I watched the reveal of Stranger Than Heaven, and its main song is Beyond Peak. Adieu, Tori Kelly from Idol and Snoop Dogg. I'll be playing VGs again. So I haven't seen the trailer for Stranger Than Heaven, so I'll have to check that out. In terms of what I'm playing lately, I played a lot of Pacopia, and now I've moved on to this game called Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. It is a Souls-like by a Chinese developer, and I'm digging it. It's pretty fun. And before that, I played Wolong, which is a game from Team Ninja. It's kind of like the Neo games, another Souls-like, and really enjoyed that too. So I kind of just play the same things. I go from like a cozy game to a Souls-like. That's my two favorites. And Charlie DeGinmer, member for 16 months. Thank you, Charlie. Patrice Hubbard, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's very kind of you, Patrice. It was not on my bingo card for David to tell me a billionaire is the best pick for governor. Like, he better than Katie Porter? Did she fall off or something? Because please let me know. Okay, Patrice. Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about the California governor's race. I hope we can do that next week before sometime before the June 2nd primary. I don't know what to make of this race. It really is crazy. So Katie Porter has basically shit the bed. For the most part, she's still one of the better candidates, but let me just put this in perspective for you, okay? So I'm watching the debate last night. The moderator, which was terrible, by the way, poses the question, who supports their state's wealth tax? Nobody says yes, including Katie Porter, so she does not support the wealth tax. The one person who supports the wealth tax, billionaire Tom Steyer. And it's hilarious because before that, Katie Porter was attacking Tom Steyer for being a billionaire, but yet when it came time to reappropriate that wealth and redistribute it, she was not willing to do that. And what's wild to me is that if you listen to Tom Steyer and if you remove like his billionaire title, he sounds, dare I say, like a progressive Democrat. He's talking about not only abolishing ICE, but prosecuting Stephen Miller. He has a ton of really good policies that are amazing. The problem, of course, is that he is a billionaire. So there's a possibility that he's completely full of shit. And I say this because, you know, if you believe all of this, if you believe in a wealth tax, why are you still a billionaire? Why haven't you sold down your assets until you're at least below $1 billion? Because
you know what? I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if your position is that everyone should pay their fair share and billionaires obviously should pay more, then, you know, just you paying more doesn't really change anything. You're just one person. And at the same time, if you're a billionaire, again, there's not many, but if you're a wealthy person, we could throw multimillionaires in here who feels the same way, then you should actually use your money to advocate for this stuff instead of just, you know, throwing it away, giving it away. The point would be for no billionaire to exist, but we also, in a system where billionaires exist, I don't think the one billionaire that should give their money away is the one who advocates for our positions when they could use that money to advocate for our positions.
No, and I think that's a fair point. There's also somebody asked in the chat, like, how did he get?
But you gotta put your money where your mouth is, though. You gotta actually put that money towards, you know, organizations and advocacy for these things.
Yeah, and I'm also I'm cognizant of the fact that he could be an actual class trader. FDR was a class trader. FDR was rich. But, you know, the problem is I don't have trust for anybody who is a billionaire, and I fundamentally I really am turned off by this idea that somebody has so much money that they're buying themselves a seat, you know, in power. I feel like that is antithetical to democracy because it's unfair. Somebody else with just as much good views as him has no chance because they don't have the money. So it's just, I don't know what to make of this particular race. The winner, or the front runner, I should say, is Javier Becerra, who's a complete fucking joke. And even Biden's former staffers are actually shocked that he's leading in this race. I'm gonna have to go get some water before I continue because I'm dying and I might need a cough drop as well.
Yeah,
So, I don't know if you want to take over for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I'll be right back.
I think again, from what I've been following of the California race, as someone who doesn't live in California, and also as someone who hasn't been following too much news lately in general, you know, Tom Steyer seems to be the choice. I think you can look beyond him being a billionaire and the richest person in the race if he's someone who's going to advocate for these politics and these policies and these positions. Like Mike said, being a class trader is good. We want those people. And then we want to use their wealth to advocate for those positions because we're not going to get funding to advocate for these positions because the rich people want that aren't gonna fund anything to take away their money. You know what I mean? So yeah. Should I move on to the next super chat without Mike, or should I wait a second? We can move on to the next super chat. Super Platino Man with a super chat. Remember when Pete Hegseth quoted a fake Pulp Fiction Bible verse during the Pentagon sermon? I do remember that. I do.
Okay, so much better. I'm so sorry.
You're back.
I had to get a cough drop. Yeah, I was dying. I made it through the whole stream without coughing, and
you didn't miss anything yet. I just went to the next super chat, but this is it.
Okay. Remember when? Thank you to Super Platino Man. Remember when Pete Hegseth quoted a fake Pulp Fiction Bible verse during a Pentagon sermon? I do remember that. That was telling. Oh shit, not you again says invite Monty Mater to Leftist Mafia. She's right up your alley. I've not heard of Monty Mater. I'll have to check out Monty Mater. I'm always happy to have other creators on. Okay, Foresto says...
Oh, this is for me. Oh. Foresto cut my uncle off because he was pro-Kavanaugh raps? Or rape? What?
Oh, maybe rape.
Yeah.
That'd be fucked up. I wouldn't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Tropical Ding Dong. In defense of the crackhead diaspora, we were talking about crackhead Barney earlier, just in case you were wondering what the fuck.
Oh, what are they up to?
So we watched the interview that crackhead Barney did with Jack Kennedy, and we had a conversation.
I think I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah, we had a conversation about how, representation, because Rebecca kind of felt like icky about it, like she was kind of playing into stereotypes, and Ariana talks about the diaspora with Iranians and whatnot, and so we talked about that. So this is what I think Tropical Ding Dong is referencing. The point is to make people uncomfortable, to make the point that you shouldn't take Piers Morgan any more serious than you do crackhead Barney. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like, as I was saying earlier, crackhead Barney does absurdist humor, and that is indeed the goal. The goal is to not necessarily make a profound political point, but just put people in uncomfortable situations and watch how they respond to them. But I think that Ariana and Rebecca, like, I understand the points that they were making, that, like, if you're from a marginalized community and you're always just, like, nitpicked and, people are looking for any reason to demonize you, that could be problematic from that perspective. So, you got to take that into consideration as well. But, yeah. Deathstroke says Donald Trump is theater gay. Yeah, honestly, I will say that I don't think Donald Trump is gay. It's possible he sucked Bill Clinton off. I don't know.
Wait, this one was for me. My bad. But
okay.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what this person's with Deathstroke's talking about. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump comes off as he's a theater guy.
Right.
He loves the theater. It's very weird for Mr. And listen, I'm not saying like I'm a big theater person. I don't think I'm the theater person the same way Donald Trump is. But I like a good musical. I like a good play. I like singing catchy theater songs. If they're in my mind, if they caught the bug of being a catchy tune. But like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there are people.
He's a diva, right?
Yes, like, thank you. That's the word. There's being a fan of theater, and then there's being a theater guy, or as Mike just put it, a diva. Like, I love a good musical. Donald Trump loves a good musical. There's a bit of a difference.
Right. Exactly. But I think that he is a heterosexual male, but
Oh
He's
yeah,
also a
no,
diva.
there's definitely he definitely. I don't think he's. I mean, he could be bi. Who knows? But I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
possible.
yeah.
If he's, my guess would be he's like a 2 on the Kinsey scale, which 1 would be exclusively heterosexual, but maybe he like, you know, wanted to experiment a little bit. I mean, the dude is, I mean, we know the stories. He's a horny guy. So the whole Epstein email about him sucking off Bubba, I wouldn't be surprised if he sucked Bill Clinton's dick. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Clinton let him.
I want to get it. This is, someone in the chat says, "Are they using gay as an insult?" WTF? And I'll make it clear. We are not using it as an insult. In fact, if Donald Trump was a theater gay, he would be way more likable. I'm using like he. I'm saying that, and that's what the super chat user was pointing out. Donald Trump being a theater gay, or doesn't match like the rest of his persona. It's just this oddball thing going into the whole Donald Trump thing.
It's a weird quirk about him. The hyper masculinity, but then the whole theater shit.
Yeah. Like Mr. Like, oh, I just got there was an assassination attempt. I got a ricochet blood on my ear. I got to do something really manly. I'm going to USA, USA.
Right.
And then at the same time, he would be like, the magical Mr. Sophocles.
Ave Maria swaying back and forth.
Yeah. Like it's very weird for him to be both. That's all.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying and what Deathstroke is saying as well. There's that like element to him. Having said that, though, I will say that he is gay, and I use that as an insult in that I think he's stupid. When gay was stupid, when we used to say that as kids, he's gay in that regard because I think he's fucking stupid.
Oh, I never
insults.
I probably more woke than Mike was, I guess.
Oh, you were
as a Mike as a gay man. I'm more woke than him.
1,000%.
Even in like elementary school and junior high school, I hated that shit. Something about people using the word gay to describe something that had nothing to do with like being gay. Like I hated people who used the F slur. It was I never ever used it. I was always a step ahead of the curve. I was woke before woke was the thing.
You were down before I was down, and I was using gay as every other word and the F slur as every word, homophobically, to be clear. When I was in the closet, bro, I said that like saying something was gay was every other word for me. Because I'm like, oh, if I just call everything gay, they'll never know. Like that was more of a subconscious thought. Like I didn't actually think that because I wasn't like clear myself, but I was just like defensive. You know what I mean? So everything was gay. Everyone was an F slur back then. So yeah, Matt was 1,000% more woke than I was when we were the same age, probably when we were young men. Which goes to show you the biggest homophobes are usually the biggest queens.
Oh, I mean, you could see it with literally 90% of conservative influencers who are male.
Right. Benny Johnson. 0%
Michael Knowles.
Michael Knowles, yeah. Although I will say Michael Knowles, I think, is bisexual.
That's possible.
But Benny Johnson is a 6 on the Kinsey scale. He just is attracted to men. He has 0 attraction to women whatsoever. I'm so sorry to his wife if she's watching, and she's not, but he has no attraction to you. And she knows this. AB.
I mean, there's no way you're someone who's with Benny Johnson and you don't know. Like, I don't see how. I mean, this is not even a secret. Like, you have openly gay men who worked at BuzzFeed come out and say, like, Benny Johnson made out with me at a company party. Like, he's at least bi. And there's nothing wrong with that. The reason we bring it up is because this is someone who absolutely hates the LGBTQ community because who knows why? I mean, we could guess, but I think it's horrible to be someone who advocates against the LGBTQ community. And it's a good chance because you're trying to suppress something deep within. Because, like,
1,000%.
why are you Why are you throwing other people? Why are you ruining other people's lives? Like, if you want to ruin your life, I don't give a shit. Like, if you want to be miserable your whole life because you're suppressing who you really are, that's on you. I don't care. But why do you got to go after other people and ruin their lives?
Yeah, exactly. And you said it perfectly. It's always about them being hypocrites. That's the main issue. It's not that being gay is bad, obviously. It's not that putting on big titties and doing bimbofication.
It'd be really funny if you Mike Figueredo of the Humanist Report came out and was like, it's being gay is a horrible thing. Being gay is a real shame.
Trust me, you don't want to be. Don't be like me. No, I actually love being gay because I feel like it gives me superpowers. Like, I am musically inclined. I feel like I have really good taste in decor. Like, okay, I'm sure.
I mean, I think there's no better. I think there's no better example than watch the stream right now and look at the background of the gay man on your left and look at the background of the straight man on your right.
Although
I wish that was my background. I couldn't come up with that background. It's very clear Mike curated that background very carefully and did some nice interior design work. That doesn't come naturally.
That's all me. I was going to say, though, I kind of am defeating my argument because my brother, who is straight, has really, really, really good taste as well. So it might just be like Figueredo men. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I think that my gayness helps my taste. I don't fucking know. I'm just spitballing here. But okay, let me go move on to the next one because I don't want to end up saying something stupid and getting canceled.
I'm sorry for showing up tonight, by the way, because you probably would have been done with these super chats about 20 minutes ago. But then I show up and I take an hour with each super chat.
No, it's fine. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you shut up. Mike needs to do Queer for the progressive guy. I would love that shit. I would love that. I feel like
it should be your like a themed episode, like a regular themed episode. Like, you don't got to do a whole YouTube channel because you got your Humanist Report, but like every month a new episode of that. That'd be really cool.
That would be fun. I would enjoy that because I feel like I don't really I'm not in what's the right word? Like, I'm not in touch with my homo side as much. Like, I don't like musicals. I don't really like hang around with a lot of gay people or trans people anymore. Like, I talk to them online and whatnot. I still keep in contact with them, but like, I just don't have I don't have a friend circle, period. Like, I don't leave very often, like most millennials. We're all isolated and lonely. So I could do that and get in touch with my homo side a little bit more.
Can't believe you said you don't like musicals. Unbelievable.
Oh my God, I hate musicals.
Musicals are great.
Yeah, it's something that I just
That's where I stand with Donald Trump.
Okay. ABS says, and thank you for the 10. Hey, Mike, when is the next Zoom call coming? Also, did you see that Snoop Dogg will be in the upcoming Yakuza prequel, Stranger Than Heaven? Also, we just voted for Democratic primaries here in. Okay, next Zoom call is it's next Friday. I think that's the 15th. Let me just double check to make sure that it is indeed the 15th. Yes, it's the 15th. So yeah, 15th at 5. Also Snoop Dogg. So as I said to the other question, I think it was Lizzie, I have not seen the trailer for Stranger Than Heaven. So I'll check that out after. I'm not big on the Yakuza games. I haven't really been able to get into them. It's not that I don't like them. I just never played them. But I'll check out the trailer. Kowalski, thank you for the 10, Kowalski. I hope you have a happy Mother's Day, Mike. Well, thank you, Kowalski. Mike, never forget that you are the mama of the Leftist Mafia. You are this organization's moral compass, a lighthouse in a stormy sea, guiding us to shore. Kowalski, that's beautifully put. Thank you so much. I am the mama of Leftist Mafia. Although, I feel like the energy that I put out is more like fun gay uncle or maybe fun auntie. It just depends. I hope, anyways. But no, it's probably mom. It's probably mom. Yeah. I am. Yeah. Kowalski's probably right. Freakadelic. I guess you don't control your own vibes, right? I'm putting out Mama Bear vibe. Freakadelic says, my MJ movie conspiracy theory, 93 allegations were to be in it. They then plumb remembered legal restriction. Sorry, naysayers, nothing we could do. I'll be completely honest. I don't actually know what the Michael movie controversy is. I know that
I think it's that they didn't include any of the relevant
like the allegations,
accusations and allegations.
Oh, okay,
yeah, nothing.
Okay, because I know about that. I just didn't know what.
It's a very sanitized version of his life.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like that's a pretty legitimate complaint. I haven't been engaged in that discourse at all. I still haven't seen One Battle After Another, so I need to.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I mean, I don't know the full. Maybe there's more to the MJ movie conspiracy, and honestly, I've never been such a big MJ fan. Listen, I do think it's weird that there's so many people able to look past the allegations.
Mm-hmm.
I also think there is a version of his life where he is, there's I don't want to say the word sympathetic, but he is a victim of a lot. It seems like himself doesn't make what he did right, obviously, or the allegations. But I think you could have done an MJ movie that covered everything and still gave off, an MJ that you wanted to, which clearly they wanted to put off a specific MJ.
Yeah.
But it's always been very bizarre to me how, like, of course, the guy had great songs and was an amazing performer, but at the same time, I can't look past what the allegations are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you there. I feel like it would kind of be hard to get that out of my mind. I don't think I could enjoy the movie. I have a very difficult time separating the art from the artist in general. And it's all of you all know my faves are all terrible people. Kanye West was like my all-time fave. I also loved R. Kelly. Like every fucking musician I liked, terrible person. So yeah, let's see here. Looney Tunes says,
it's for me.
Oh, it's for you. Okay.
Well. Looks like Matt in the Hat didn't see me finish my entire There Once Was a Streamer poem. Rebecca was the last one to get her own. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Looney Tunes sent the chat saying, basically kind of ribbing Rebecca for not being here for a while. Like, hey, there once was a streamer. Her name was Rebecca. She was on Leftist Mafia and Like It or Not. But she just returned this week to Like It or Not and Leftist Mafia because she just finished moving. So he was kind of poking some fun at her for that.
Yeah, everyone's been a bit busy with their own things. I get it.
Life just happens, and sometimes all at the same time for 6 people.
Yeah.
And to varying degrees.
I would love for us to get back into the, I'm not saying next week, but over a little bit of time, I'd love to see us all get back to being able to do it regularly. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Not you again. This is
it's for me. Matt, nice Erica Kirk cosplay you have on tonight. I've always dressed like this. Erica Kirk's cosplaying as me. No, but I'm just wearing I got a black t-shirt on, and I got a black hoodie on. I'm not wearing that weird like long sleeve black like thermal whatever she was wearing.
You see, somebody said she looked like Chuck D, and Chuck D responded to it on Twitter.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think that's the real Chuck D. It was like a massive account, but yeah, I thought that was really funny.
You can't say that me, who always wears all black everything, is Erica Kirk.
That's true.
This is for me. Kowalski, I need my conspiratorial fix. When can we expect Doomed back? 2028 or when gas gets below $3? I have some conspiracies of my own on a caffeine high and inhaling insecticides. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know when Doomed will come back. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I do something different. I've been trying to gauge exactly what I want to do when I get back into the swing of things here. I feel like the podcast world got oversaturated really quick. I don't know if people can. And even Doomed, when I was doing it regularly, more people were watching it as a YouTube stream than listening to the podcast. Maybe I focus on finally doing videos, like regularly daily videos. I think that makes more sense in terms of what would work. Also, I think I'd like to do get the newsletter finally going, a regular daily newsletter with breaking, original reporting and things like that. Hopefully, I'll let you guys know soon. Also, I'm gonna need I don't think I told everybody on here, but along with everything else that happened the past couple of months and weeks with my family, I went to the hospital for the first time in my life twice over the past couple of weeks. So I got not massive, but bigger than I can afford hospital bills that I'm not going to do a GoFundMe because I believe that's for like when you really need, like if I can't pay my rent, I would do a GoFundMe. I still have a full-time job. I could pay my rent, but these hospital bills are putting me going to put me in a debt. So hopefully I can get this Substack newsletter going, and I would appreciate people signing up for the paid newsletter. And that's how I would do it. I would, fundraise with a product to give you guys. I wouldn't just ask for money with nothing in return.
Do you have health insurance?
Yeah, but I have a bad one, like a very big,
the deductible.
What's it called? Deductible. Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. Last but not least, we have Clorock. I'm not sure if this is for you or me, but it says, did you hear about Obama wanting a strong Republican Party on Colbert? Sounds like having his Supreme Court choice denied and not being able to pass the torch taught him nothing. So out of touch. Yeah, I saw that. I think that he is so out of touch. I think you nailed it. Because the Republican Party is strong. That's why they were able to destroy the country and turn us into an authoritarian regime. And yeah, as you said, denying him his Supreme Court picks, undoing everything that he did, undoing everything Biden did. I mean, they're never going to learn. We don't need a strong Republican Party. We need the Republican Party to go the way of the dodo, and for Democrats to become the new conservative party. That's as far right as we should go in this fucking country. And we need a new left-wing party, because we're going to have, like Duverger's law, there's probably only going to be two parties that are viable in this system. We should have the Democrats be the new conservative party and some new progressive party, maybe, the Working Families Party or something, Green Party, I don't know. But Republicans should not be a party that is electorally viable, let alone allowed to exist. Like, I would actually straight up ban them if I could. Like, if Democrats get power, they should go that route, because that's how much of a threat they are to the country and to the planet. They are a psychotic death cult, and they are hell-bent on death and destruction. So I think that, this authoritarian party, I don't know if you can address the threat that they pose democratically. I think you've got to be a little bit Trumpian, if you will, in the way you respond to them. You've got to crack down on them, do what he's doing, but to them, and wipe them out, disenfranchise every Republican voter in the country, jail their politicians, investigate them, you name it. They should not exist. And, in Germany, they banned hate parties after World War II. They banned them. So I feel like the Republican Party today would not be able to get elected under those conditions, because they're just a straight up hate group. They're an extremist hate group. So yeah, I don't want a strong Republican Party. I want no Republican Party. So that's my thoughts on that. Maybe a little bit controversial, but I'm not as big as Hassan, so hopefully nobody sees that. It's my true thoughts, though. Okay, that's it though. Did you have anything else that you wanted to plug, or anything on Twitch that you wanted to?
On Twitch. I forgot all about Twitch. I didn't even have it open.
I don't even know if I have anyone watching on Twitch. My Twitch is very much neglected.
Lil Yumper subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much. And Joey Bag of Donuts resubscribe with Prime. They've been a subscriber for 18 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see.
Oh, nice. There are some people watching on Twitch. Nice to see you all.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we got a good amount of people on Twitch. Just a few people. Yeah, that's it.
Who do you want to raid?
Wait, my Twitch stream ended. What? No, it's not. It's still on.
Oh, okay. Huh.
That's weird. I just got a few people on Twitch. Let's see. Makes sense to send it to someone who doesn't have many viewers right now because it'll mean more. How about Jason Society?
Okay, yeah, good idea. Hello, Twitch chat. It's nice to see you all. All right, everybody. Rating right now.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, by the way. I really appreciate it. I know I came late. I hope everyone on Leftist Mafia treated you all well. And I'll be back. I'll be on next week as per usual.
I will too. Lance will also be back, and both Ariana and Rebecca will be back as well. So if David is on,
if we get David, we'll have the whole crew.
Yeah, and Chris Smalls is going to come on too. Ariana said so. We could have a loaded show next week. So could be fun. All right, folks.
Let's. I'm gonna raid. Let me do that raid. Jason Society. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see you all next week.
Take care, everybody.